If you're up on stereo, feeling all days to come to two side on Tuesdays and Thursdays, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, and smoking, joking with the boo. Oh yeah, I'm toking. Okay, that's all I got.
John, 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 I'm the boo.
John. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Two-Sided Podcast. We're here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's right. That's 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean Sandwich time if you happen to be across the pond. Now, wherever you're tuning in from, wherever you're tuning into, whatever you're turning into, write it down. Tell a friend, tell your coworkers, tell your pro officer. We'll be here next week. Holy crap. John, what are you doing, bud?
Just starting a show. How are you doing?
You starting a show? What does that mean? Like you're what, 3.5, 4 months pregnant? Is that the second trimester? John, you carry it well. You run like a Welshman. Is that because of the baby? John, are you...
Well, I believe we are all legally women now. There was a recent executive order that legally, according to the wording of that said executive order, every person in America is legally female.
Finally, they're catching up. I've been saying that about you guys for a long time. All right, ladies, time to get your pity parties done with and put your purses down. We're going to run some drills. I treat life as a goddamn football practice, John. Enough of this silly sap. Sally, Karen, you guys get over here. Oh, my name's Ted. Fuck off, Karen. Get over here. I don't...
Well, Life of Brian has had it for centuries, really, because, back in the day, they said, we understand that males may not be able to physically create a child, but we want to acknowledge the right to do so.
There you go. Blessed are the cheesemakers, John. Blessed are the cheesemakers.
I believe we have one packet to pop, and then we'll start showing that proper, if you know what I mean.
Okay, well, let's see how that works. You could plug in for it or not, but we'll see this. Go ahead and stay with me. Pikachu. I'm not sure what that means. I feel like I took acid and watched a Disney movie. Like one of the Furbies is pissed. No. John, raise your glass. Lower your expectations, John. It's only going to get worse from here. Come on, bink, bink, bink.
Oh wait, I need to set one up. So while I do that, play that next packet.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Big shout out to all the fine folks in the room. John out, big guy. I see you there. Hi, about Pete? Come at me, huh? Watch this wax. That wandering eye. Big shot. You too, John.
Get a job, you lazy eye.
Hey, just call me Mud, you know?
Cheers, bud. Cheers, Dub.
Cheers.
Bink, bink, bink.
Look out. Mm. Ooh. Shot was sponsored by Diplomatico. That's tasty. That is tasty rum.
Not very diplomatico of you, John, for all the other poorly constructed rums that are taking place in this show. Not very diplomatic.
Well, speaking of not being very diplomatico, well, howdy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No. That's the sound of the high point of the show. Tide has reached its pinnacle, folks. We are regressing from here on out.
I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
I'm my boy Pete, just preparing you for what's about to happen in Southern California.
And you're listening to Two Sided, a live recorded podcast where each week I challenge Pete with a bit of the two sides of life, the fun and the serious.
Yeah, John, it's the me and the you, the right and the wrong, the yes and the no, the give and the take, the push and the pull, the ebb and the flow, the yin and yang, the tie and the fighter, the tie and the food, the tie and the Juanese diplomat who went missing. Your job, if you choose to accept it, is to host this show like you've never done before, John. Be witty, be insightful, be informative, but most of all, be mindful. John, this message will self-destruct in. I'm sorry, sir. That's where the transcript ends.
Well, let's start a new transcript. You and me, my boy Pete, by starting with a general check-in. My boy Pete, how you feeling?
You know, every day is a path forward. It's a new day to make new choices that will most likely end up with the same result. Unemployed in Greenland. Folks, I'm not here to bitch and moan about the hiring practices of Denmark, but what I can tell you is I had to move out of there. Sorry, I digress. How do I feel, John? I feel berated with stupid information that is seeping into my purview and my psyche that I don't like having there, and it makes me do stupid fucking jokes like that, and it makes no sense. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know, man. Slowly crashing and burning. But it's a great ride. I mean, we were coming from the top of a mountain.
It's a long way down.
I'm saying, hell, we're going to beat the ambulances. So ambulances? Yep, there's going to be 4 or 5 ambulances. We're going to beat them down there because we're moving so fast down this mountain. Crash time, baby. Well, brakes are gone.
Beat the avalanche. Crap.
Yeah. Oh, look at the ambulance. The ambulance is coming down at you. Well, no point in steering now. This show's gone to hell. Brakes are gone anyway.
Oh, we got an avalanche of packets to pop. Let's pop those and get to our first little thing. Little something.
All right. Well, pour a shot. Get ready for that, folks. If you're playing it along at home, we're winning. So keep that in mind.
Hey, I'm for diplomacy as much as the next guy.
Man with my own point of view.
Hey, my boy Pete and Peacock, it's me, Chainsaw, your spirit animal. Absolutely love your two-side pod every Tuesday night. I mean, I've tuned in a few times before, but if there's one person I'm slightly biased towards before, it's my mom Comfort. Like, her stuff's a tad bit better, but like, no harsh feelings against you guys. Love you guys. Keep it up.
Thanks, buddy.
Keep pleasing them.
Hey, boy, keep it hype. Keep it clean. Keep it tight. All right. When the bell rings, I want you to come out of your quarters. Keep your buttholes clean. Keep them tight. You ready? You ready? Let's get it on.
You know what, guys?
I'm sorry. I have to go back to that. We just heard Chainsaw. He's all grown up and he's all grown up and he's all grown up now, John. John, we turn around. My, how the time has passed. I remember back in the day when the two-sided, when we didn't know how to enunciate. But John, those times are here and now. John, but the more things change, the more we can't pronounce ambulance. Perfect.
You know what, guys? I might have gotten away with the mic setup and the voices and the I haven't yet unleashed my character flow. Did you like that, John? I was doing the crown chakra, throat chakra, and then that last one, that was the butt chakra. Shout out to John and Pete, my two favorite buds coming up here today.
Hell yeah.
I'm here with day. Oh, it's Wednesday, right? Whatever day it is. I'm
Hey,
here
Dad.
with you.
Hell yeah.
And
And the good
I
pups.
couldn't want to be anywhere else other than here.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Faith. That's what I'm talking about. Keep them clean, keep them tight. Butt chakras. There's a through line, John. We are a very healthy people. See us in the green room? I don't know.
Betty ambulance, saved by Betty ambulance. Hand ambulance.
Blam, blam, blam. Oh, ambulance. Two-sided Tuesday night. Oh, ambulance. Can't pronounce ambulance. Hell yeah. That was good callback. I'll drink to that. You guys, I think everybody should raise a glass or raise your fists in solidarity. We will not tolerate this stupidity any further. Cheers. Bink, bink, bink.
Cow. Cheers, everybody. Woo. Woo. That one was brought to you by Cabrito Tequila Reposado.
That was brought to you by what I found in this cup next to the couch. Pretty sure there's some menthol cigarette butts in there.
Yeah.
Long ago. Moving on.
Long ago.
Those were the days, John. Oh, back when the menthol cigarettes flowed like milk through the land. I don't know. Milk and honey. That's cigarettes and menthols. No. No point. We're too far gone. Move. Keep going. Keep going. How are you, John? Let's get back to the point at hand. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing great because we're going into our first lightning round.
So, John, the thing is, I was hoping that you would have an update on Lightning Round Guy. We haven't heard from him. We haven't had any messages. I know he's out there somewhere, and we can take this to mean that you have not heard from him.
No, I did put up all those posters on the trees. Some people have called in, but they seem to be really bad impersonations of Lightning Round Guys, so I didn't believe them and I just hung up.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem. There's too many copycats. There's only one paint huffing lightning guy. We'll find you out there, bud. We'll find you. Keep hope alive, folks. Hashtag
on.
Where's my lightning guy? Hashtag not my lightning guy.
Well, anybody who's anybody knows that the first lightning round of the episode is always a standard Q&A. My boy Pete, are you ready for the questions?
I am so ready because we have MFA out in the audience in the YouTube land. So anyone on Stereo Streets, if you click that link above our heads, you can see us live. Even if you want to keep the video feed off, it's recommended. John's allergic to all this voyeurism. Slow down, bud. You're going to do fine. All right.
Thank you. My boy Pete, first question. What is the fanciest hotel you've ever stayed at?
Ooh. I stayed at the probably the Ritz at what's the one in not in Malibu for a work thing, or Hotel del Coronado.
What is that?
It's that one on Coronado Island, right outside of San Diego. It's its own little private island, and it has its own beach, and it's like has a elevator attendant. It's old timey. It has all the old pictures. It's like one of the first hotels. Super beautiful, but super like weird, old school, creepy, kind of haunted-y.
I remember there's a hotel along the I-1, the Pacific Coast Highway. What, the Madonna? Is that it?
The Madonna Inn, yeah.
Do you ever stay there?
No, no. I think that's the shit nightmares is made of. You gonna have nightmares if you don't stay there, John.
No, but getting a drink there was a pretty good idea, I feel.
Yeah, no, it's a destination. There's definitely. I told you, yeah, I'm all about destinations now.
Yeah,
and not your end destination. All these little pit stops.
Right.
Go because you need to go.
What is it? The journey is the destination.
No, we got to make good time, John. We can't sit around and use metaphors all day. Hey, we don't have time to get those roses. Come on, everybody in the car. We got to go. We're on to our destination. Fuck this journey. But we're gonna stop at these little places along the way and really enjoy the hell out of our trip.
The world's tiniest museum. Wonderful. What is the thing?
Who knows?
All right. Second question there, my boy Pete. What is the sleaziest hotel you've ever encountered?
Ooh. The worst one I ever stayed at was off the Vegas Strip in like probably 2004, 2005. And it was the Golden Palms. And it was like a total strip mall that had weird ass keys, and it looked like there was just stuff like on the carpet, and like the window opened up to an alley, and it was like no screen. I'm like, oh man, this is rough. But it it checked all the boxes for what we were in Vegas for. So hey, no harm, no foul.
Golden palms. So like a palm leaf that is dead and dried out. That's what a golden palm is.
It was like a palm tree, but it was like gold, and it was a palm tree. It was like a golden, like two palm trees and like gold. Like, man, this place has not seen gold ever.
All right, next question, my boy Pete. What is your single favorite hotel experience?
I would say I love staying at the Grand Californian, the Disneyland Hotel, or not the Disneyland Hotel, the Grand Californian there on Disney. Again, it was for a work thing, and so money was no object, and we were just like, "Yep, bring it to the room, charge it to the room." We moved rooms around because there was a bunch of us that had like a whole hallway, so we moved the beds against, like, flipped them up and moved them against the wall, and then made our room a nightclub. And we took the ropes from the lobby downstairs, the little velvet ropes, had a velvet rope in front of our room, and one of our dudes checking IDs. All right, we had a line out there, but it was literally all the people we worked with. There was no strangers. It was just, we set up and checking IDs. You know what? You're not on the list. You got to get to the back. Fucking with people, and just had a rager in the room. And they came to our room like, you guys, what are you doing? Like, no, it's okay. We got this wing. Like, you can't be, people are going to complain. No, we're not.
No,
we're fine. No. This is
we
us.
have the entire floor. This is all of us.
We're good. We're good. They're like, okay, well, don't damage anything. No, we won't.
It's not.
Happiest place on earth. So good. So good.
Freaking fantastic, my boy P.
So good.
All right, next question. I repeat, what is the worst disease and or injury you've ever received at a hotel?
Ooh. At a hotel. No, it's in between. It's hotels I usually go limp my way back to recover from what happened after I left the hotel. That's
okay. We'll expand it to a recovery. So what's the injury that you were recovering at a hotel?
I got hit by a car. I mean, I got run over by a car. It was just most of my foot, my leg.
Oh.
So yeah, it was.
Oh, foot's one thing, but foot and leg, that you had been.
It didn't.
At a weird angle for that.
Yeah, no, it was fine. It was just a It was fine. It was good.
It was a Fiat. It was nothing.
It was an SUV. It was a rental. We were all, but we were driving it. Yeah, but it was, and it didn't break anything, and it was fine.
Okay.
Kind of drunk. It hurt the rest of the time.
I wonder why.
Hey man, this hurts. This fucking hurts, you guys.
You agreed to do it. Oh.
You signed the fucking waiver.
All right. With all these fantastic questions, I'm going to bring in the bonus question. My boy Pete, if you had the means, would you stay at a hotel as your primary residence?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. In a heartbeat.
Do you have a specific one in mind, or just one that really caters to whatever you want?
No, the whole thing is you have to be moving around, John, because the cops will find you if you stay at one hotel too long. You got to keep moving, buddy. I'd like to say I've never been, but I'd say the Waldorf Astoria, because that's where Axel Foley went, and I feel like that could be a good one.
Isn't that where
you been there?
Kevin McAllister went?
That's right. That's where he had dinner with Trump.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, they only show them in the hallway for legal reasons.
Well, don't ask, don't tell. Ain't that right, Macaulay?
No, obviously it's beautiful from the outside, but I'm not rich enough to enter into the lobby.
Yeah. We don't take kindly to your kind around here, John. Keep it moving.
All right. That's I mean, we normally only have 4 questions, but those were such interesting, except for the last one. Maybe I shouldn't have asked the bonus. Anyway, let's pop those couple of packets and get into our first segment.
All right.
Tina Turner? Sure. Aretha? Yeah. But Chakra Khan? That's what I'm talking about.
I did not know where he was going with that. Dub, good for you, bud. Good for you, my friend. God damn it.
Have a place called Cornetto Island. Yeah, heck. So they give out free cornettos. Let me know.
Apparently, my enunciation is still so poor. Coronado. It is the coordinate. It is like a coordinate. He's no problem. Look,
Sometimes he's like coronation. He's attorney.
Shit. Corner toe, John. So corner toes. You're in trouble. Put your corners. Get your toes to the corner. We call him John Corner Toe Peacock. What does the L stand for? Corner toe. If you turn the L this way, it's a little corner for his toes to go into. I'm never going to look at your name the same again. Anytime you write an L, it's just a corner in the wrong direction for your toes to be in.
Just a corner toe.
John Corner Toe Peacock.
Wait, pop it, and then we'll move on no matter what.
Okay.
Is it Camel Toe? Camel Toe Island? Is it blatantly just all the women go around with camel toe? Let me know.
I will let you know. I will. I have.
More times than not, guys have a camel toe in their ass because they're obviously wearing that weird, like, I don't know, like I was gonna say pants, but it's different in America.
Yeah. Things are, John, you can back me up on this one. Things are different in America. We don't let the men's go willy-nilly all over Camel Toe Island. They're on Moose Knuckle Peninsula. Those guys stay. They're land bound. Don't let them near the water. They'll drown. Look at him. Fucking idiot Moose Knuckles.
Sporting that snuggle.
See? There can be only one, John. Only one island of Knuckles.
Well, I'll drink to that.
Took a hard left turn. Yeah, I will. In addition to you, will also drink to that. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Bink, bink, bink.
Look out. And this one was brought to me by Goslings. Goslings since 1806.
The best thing the Gosling family has given us since their Nope, I can't. Go ahead.
My boy Pete, we're going to talk about the Hotel Chelsea. The Hotel Chelsea.
Ooh. Back in the day, John, it would have been a great place to be. There's no way I would have survived through it. I would have definitely not made it through that. But I can't wait to hear all the details.
Yeah. So located in not Chelsea, London, Chelsea, England, as many of our listeners might think. It's actually Chelsea, a neighborhood on the island of Manhattan, New York City. So from the Hotel Chelsea website, enough has been written about, and perhaps more written within, the Chelsea to satisfy history hounds the world over. Indeed, it is the hotel's uniquely rich past which is made iconic. Yet those who know it do not define it by its historical significance, but instead by its ever-evolving, unmistakable otherness. Solid and sumptuous, electric yet beautiful, the Chelsea is a world unto itself, a decadent palace of peculiarity.
It's like you're describing me, John, to a T. Everything you said about that place, it's like, put me in there. A decadent palace.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. A sumptuous, electrifying. Go on, I'm listening. Uh-huh.
So, yes.
36, 24, 36. Only when he was in 4th grade.
We're going to move past that one. I'm so glad I let you get that one out. Holy crap. All right. So the Hotel Chelsea. Yeah.
You don't have to cover for me with all those rings on. You make quite a statement enough when you hold those fuckers up. It distracts from everything possible. He's back up to his old tricks, folks. If you want to see a ginger with no shirt and lots of rings, well, you're in the right place for that. Tune in Tuesdays.
So the Hotel Chelsea, many New Yorkers know it by the Chelsea Hotel because we're dyslexic or something, I don't know. Or the Chelsea, that's the more common name for it. So for more than a century, the Chelsea, the hotel rooms and residential apartments have been a magnet for painters, actors, dancers, novelists, playwrights, and musicians. Former regulars at, quote, New York's most illustrious third-rate hotel, end quote, as it was described by Life magazine in 1964, relished the notoriety of the place, where Leonard Cohen immortalized his one-night stand with Janis Joplin in song "I Remember You Well" in the Chelsea Hotel, where Dylan Thomas, at age 39, drank himself into an early grave, and where would-be Warhol assassin Valerie Solanas passed out her scum, SCUM, manifesto in the lobby.
It's just ripe with history, John. A landmark to behold.
Well, so that was a would-be assassin. Obviously, Valerie didn't get to go through with it. But do you know what murder did occur in the Chelsea Hotel? In the hotel, Chelsea.
Sid and Nancy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Many murders, I'm sure, occur in many hotels all the time, as well as the Hotel Chelsea. But the more famous of them there is when Sid Vicious allegedly stabbed his girlfriend Nancy Spungen to death in 1978.
Right. That's a cold case we can solve, John.
You want to save it for an official lightning round, or do you want to just say it here and now?
Oh, no. Let's just save it for a lightning round because I like to have callbacks and remembrances of things gone by. Sit in my rocking chair. Oh, I remember when, back in my day, John L. Peacock told us about hotels where murders happened all the time. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's writing it down. Oh, no.
Oh, yes. All right. So back to the hotel. Before it was the Chelsea, the 12-story structure at 222 West 23rd Street was the Chelsea Association building, one of New York's first cooperative housing experiments, and was one of the largest residential buildings in the city in the 1880s.
That's a long time ago, John.
Uh-huh.
Seems like it would be pretty run down on the inside, John.
Well, that's why it's ever changing there, Pete. All right. So in 1905, the social experiment gave way to a hybrid apartment, building, and hotel. The early guests included French stage sensation Sarah Bernhardt. She did a Hamlet. She was one of the first like very famous people, female people to do Hamlet. She slept in her own custom-made coffin there in the hotel. And writer Samuel Clemens, better known as Mark Twain.
That's pretty good, John. A hotel and a residence. Does it have ballrooms? Is it a whole like common area? You said it's a community center area. Was it? Have you been there? Is it? Do you know?
Well, it has a large lobby with several places. It has two different restaurants all on the first floor. That's all that's accessible to people who aren't staying at the hotel or residents of the Chelsea. So I've seen all of that. But there might be more like studios that are gathering places for residents and guests above floor one. But the only one I've actually ever encountered was one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was just because there was a hotel in LA and it was like hotel residency, but it also had like these big open rooms where they were like ballrooms, like ballroom meeting halls. And they threw a fucking rave. So we went to a rave in this place. You go in through this back alley. It's in a shady, shitty part of downtown LA. Get up. Okay, it's dark and you're partying like cool. And you're like, I need to go step outside and go smoke a cigarette somewhere. You like push out a door and you're in a fucking hallway that is like, there's apartments here. And we're sitting there and like hot as shit about to smoke a cigarette. And this lady and her kid, who can't be more than like 5 years old, are walking up the stairs carrying groceries like to their house. And like, we are just sweating like, and it's ma'am, evening, how you doing? Okay, well, I feel like a piece of shit. Let's get back inside
where it's safe.
Ooh, they're always watching.
All right, so in 65, a journalist described it as the veritable Ellis Island of the avant-garde. The Chelsea Hotel Manifesto was written by Nikki de Saint-Follet, who filled the 10th floor with her whimsical works. And they would.
Who voted for this chick? I didn't vote for you, Mickey. How come you get to write the manifesto? I'm the one with the goddamn demons that keep me awake all night and the typewriter, too. Go ahead. You go first, and I'll follow up.
A lot of it's because of Stanley Bard, who for 43 years curated this eclectic crowd at the Chelsea, as if working the door of Studio 54, because he would give people who had some kind of notoriety, even if they weren't super well-known artists, but he would like, hey, give me a painting and I'll let you stay for 2 months in one of the rooms. Deals like that. And so actually there's a big accumulation of artwork that is still at the Chelsea, though put away for reasons we'll get to later, but has still accumulated because of this. And that came from the idea of the owner who bought it out of foreclosure in the 1940s, Stanley Bard.
That's awesome. So it's a barter economy for getting that good art, John. So I think I'm going to wait to the end of the story, but if you're going to tell me there's a hoard of art, one-offs somewhere in the bowels of the Chelsea, John, I don't know about you, but I'm thinking a heist is in order. Let's plan a heist.
Ethan Hawke, who kept an office there for a decade, directing his first feature film called Chelsea Walls, said, quote, there was a lot of wheeling and dealing. Chelsea Walls came out in 2001, sorry, and then he started living there full time. Back to the quote, if Stanley liked you, you got one price. If he was mad at you, you got another price, Hawke says. He wanted me there because the more celebrity sightings that there were in the lobby, the higher he could jack the tourists.
That's great. A true businessman. You got to love it. You got to respect it.
Uh-huh. So Bard ran the Chelsea with his own set of rules and very little official paperwork. Long-term tenants worked out handshake deals that allowed them to break through walls, annexing adjacent apartments.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Go ahead and knock this fucker down. That's good. You're a good guy. Whatever. Sledgehammer's on me. You take it down. That's amazing.
So,
like what do you get for that?
Quote,
what do you get?
When I became,
like, what do you agree? Like, yeah, you know what? You can take out the wall of my building. Sure. And in return, you will give me what is fair recompense for that? I don't know.
Well, when I became pregnant, I went to Stanley and said, I need more space. The artist, curator, and event producer Suzanne Barch said, who has lived at the Chelsea since the early 80s. Quote, he said, the apartment next to you can probably buy them out. She wound up combining 4 apartments over the years.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So she like owns half of a floor.
Uh-huh.
That's great.
Another fun quote. Where is it? Fashion designer Betsy Johnson, who briefly married to John Cale of the Velvet Underground, would often flee to the Chelsea when her relationships were on the rocks. Quote, that was my escape, she says. I'd take my toothbrush and go to the Chelsea.
What kind of I mean, yeah, it's an artist commune, but it has to be like a hotbed of drugs and sex and like open door swinging policy, something weird. Like, if everybody can, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, runaways and weird beat. Yeah, right. Yeah, $50 in a painting. All right, you $200 in a sculpture, a bust of myself. Let me take my shirt off. Go get your clay. It's going to be a long night.
Well, the hotel under the Bard family was a frequent refuge for the brokenhearted. After a split from Marilyn Monroe, Arthur Miller spent 6 years there in Suite 614.
Hell of a view. Not like that from a bridge, but not bad from a Chelsea.
Quote, the Chelsea in the 60s seemed to combine 2 atmospheres, a scary and optimistic chaos, which predicted the hit future, and at the same time, the feel of a massive, old-fashioned, sheltering family. Miller wrote later, looking back at it.
That's crazy. But I don't know, man. It just did Lanford Wilson? Where did he wasn't at the Chelsea, right? He wrote Hotel Baltimore for.
Well, that's the hotel
inspired by
Baltimore, right?
Yeah.
But where he was the West Village. He was lower down, same area. They intermingled, but no, Lanford was more straight up Greenwich.
But same concept of like, here's a
for sure.
A group area, a group that everyone's together. They know each other. They may not like each other. They may work together. They may not. But here's like this weird family vibe of chaos.
Yeah, I mean that was a little bit more structured because they had Circle Repertory Theater,
right? They had 3 acts, you know,
right?
So, and especially when they got costumes. John, you should have seen us before we did Tech Week. It was horrible.
So, another failed marriage turned Chelsea resident was when Ethan Hawke's marriage to Uma Thurman was falling apart in 2003. Bard offered him an apartment rent free for 2 months because he had stayed there as with his office to create Chelsea Walls, which was 2001.
Did. Yeah,
it's like yeah, fun.
Come on back in. It rains pussy when you're in here, Ethan. Just you come back in. Just whatever you bing, bing, bing. It falls to the gutters. That is my lobby. Bing, bing. Come on in. 2 months on me. Hey. And that is how we make deals.
Well, he was onto him very easily because, quote, I had 2 months to get my marriage back together, Ethan Hawke says. But I knew it was a trick. He was an old school con man because I'd once moved in there for free for a few months and he could charge me whatever he wanted after that. Hawke wound up staying for 3 years.
See? Turns out, Hawke, you get to keep a few of them too, buddy. They're going to be coming in because I got the hotel, you got the looks. Let's make a lot of money. I'm saying, John.
I mean, you are saying that Rufus Wainwright would agree with you because he said the hotel developed a reputation for its momentary meetings of artistic figures.
Ah, yes. Like 2 ships in the night, except we collide with great force and make horrible, horrible music. That was the motto of the Wainwrights. Granted, they had some good hits, but holy shit.
So Jack Kerouac, who lived at the Chelsea, were working on the road, palled around with William S. Burroughs, who had a tryst there with Gore Vidal.
Now you're just saying names. Like, is this like the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon? How's he get involved, John? Finish the quandary.
Arthur C. Clarke collaborated with Stanley Kubrick on adapting 2001: A Space Odyssey for the film, and that was all at the Chelsea. And Nico crooned the theme song to Chelsea Girls, while Bob Dylan got to know fellow Chelsea acolyte Edie Sedgwick and had a tryst with her, and the two even showed up together for a screen test at Warhol's
So what
factory.
You're saying is he met a lady named Chelsea at the Chelsea for a tryst with a twist for a guy named Tristan. I missed that part. There was a lot of Chelseas in the John. Did you know I think Chelsea is the name of a cookie? No. Is it?
No.
No. I'm sorry. I'm thinking oatmeal. My bad.
All right. So Alex Alder, actor and writer.
I loved him in MASH. He was so good.
And her half sister, actor Gabby Hoffman, were born into that creative mausoleum. Daughters of Viva, Janet Susan, Mary
Susan. John, you're just naming names now. You're running through a fucking list. You're saying Tristans and Trists. And did you know that Mia's half-brother, his cousin, Alan Alda, also once walked by the Chelsea and said, pretty big.
So along with Edie Sedgwick, Andy Warhol, right. And so
Abu
Viva
Las Vegas
is is a single name, original name Janet Susan Mary Hoffman, was a Warhol superstar, and she's the one who birthed the two, right? So the siblings were raised in room 710 among a wild cast of characters. Quote, I really felt the building was an extension of family on many levels, said Otter, who'd written a memoir, Don't Call Me Home, about her childhood in the Chelsea for her 14th birthday, Otter hosted a seance in the building trying to conjure the ghosts of Sid and Nancy.
100%. Otter, Boone looked over him and said, Otter, I don't think we should be here. They said, is it okay if we dance with your dates? I don't know, Otter. That's fine. John.
Yes, you may.
Yes, you may. Sid and Nancy, please come and help us.
The Ouija god spoke through the board and spelled out heroin. We spelled it wrong, she says.
Hey, you win, is what they said. It's like it was a game. Hey, you win. And
well, my boy Pete, this makes me think of the story you said about the residence slash hotel that you were at, because Otter was one of those 5-year-old children walking up the stairs with her mother with some groceries to see some crazy thing.
You ought to not mention that anymore, John. It makes me feel real bad about my choices previously in life. Now I have a name for that child. When I look back, scream, oh! I can put a name to that trauma. Perfect.
When both were residents of the Chelsea, Patti Smith met and befriended Janis Joplin, and Janis was known to coin the nickname for the poet, and so that's how Patti Smith got the nickname of the poet.
Wow, there you go. And did you know that? Nope, I got nothing right now. I totally blanked. I was going to tell you an old Indian tale. Did you know how the Earth was made, John? Well, that is a story for another time. But I can tell you it involves a tortoise and a coyote and the moon. We'll get to that in another chapter.
We'll find the origins of that for sure. All right. Yeah, in the late.
Oh, Jesus, we're going to keep going on this. You're not even editing yourself. This is the best thing I like about you. You're like a child born into the Chelsea. You're unaware of normal social situations and cannot read a room. You live in a lobby with a lot of weird shit happening, and you just push on forward, straight on through to the other side.
It's like I saw some people at a rave rolling their balls off, sweating and smoking cigarettes in the hallway where I was trying to bring my groceries up at 5 years old. Anyway, in the late 90s, Bard's grown children, David Bard and Michelle Bard Grabel, began working alongside him, learning the hotel's peculiar ways. Quote, I came in and started renovating rooms, recalls Grabel. I remember going into one room and I wanted to fix it up, and there was Isabella Rossellini jumping on a lime green couch doing an interview. That's where my journey began, with understanding what my dad created, how important it was to just go in like gangbusters and change, not to just go in and like gangbusters and change something that worked, end quote.
So it was a long process before we had him committed. Once he was committed, now that's when we gutted the place.
Well, so when he died, the succession plan wouldn't last long. In 2007, the heirs to his father's original partners in the 1940s considered the sale of forced the Bards out. And in 2011, the Chelsea sold to new owners, developer people, and partners for a reported $78 million. The hotel operation ceased that year for the first time in 106 years.
Yep. Time is like that, John. It's a bitch sometimes. Some of your favorite dive bars and your favorite hotels closed down right in front of you. There was a Howard Johnson right down the road. Just closed down. Horrible. Sad,
Just
really.
closed down? Just closed down? Was it the last one? Holy crap! Howard Johnson has been popular since the 40s.
I mean, it was probably 1938. I guess time does fly when you're in a coma.
The poem of Edgar Lead. Anita, soon this Chelsea hotel will vanish before the city's merchants' greed. Wreckers will wreck it, and in its stead, more lofty walls will swell. This old street's populace, then who will know about it? The ancient grandeur, marble stairs, its paintings, onyx, mantles, courts, and airs of a time now long ago. The Hotel Chelsea, Edgar Lee Masters. Guess what year, my boy Pete?
1461. 1826. 1940. 1970. You say it first. And we'll say it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
19. 1936 is what we said.
1936.
Yeah.
Predicting the foreclosure in which Bard took it over and renovated it into the artist collective over the next 70 years. And then it closed for good, it seemed, in 2011. That is until June of 2024.
Let's take it back, baby. Let's open it back up, John. Come on, John.
Business,
hey,
baby.
You're just reading a lot of shit and not giving me any time to celebrate our wins, John. 2024, it was a good time in life. Hotels were opening. Julie Prunes was there. She knows. Julie, remember when the Chelsea was opening in 2024? She'll back me up. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, John, that is rotten. Stop spilling your laundry. Oof.
Let's don't remind me of that. Let's do a shot.
This shot is brought to you by Mutual of Omaha. Mutual of Omaha. Support wildlife. You fucking animals. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Bink.
Cow.
Ooh, hijo.
Okay, so that was it.
1936.
This one brought to you by Rebel.
Johnny was a young boy. He had a heart of stone. Lived and survived. He worked his fingers to the bone. Whoa! Come on, John! Woo!
All right.
Sorry. Where were we? 1936. I foresaw as a Bartlett. If I was a Bartlett, a young Bartlett, I'd be I.
The Hotel Chelsea was written in 1936, Edgar Lee Masters. In 2011, the Chelsea was sold and stopped hotel operations for the first time in 106 years.
2024.
And in 2024, they thought it was gone. Like the new developers were like, no, it's only going to be residents, and we don't care. We want the sign, but they kept the sign. And then 2024, it's historic restoration. This is a quote. It's
Jesus,
historic
just say it.
restoration. All right. Well, they're saying it's needed for the American hotel scene because there's so few of these things left. Because France and Italy and other destination places, right, Pete?
Mm-hmm.
Like the Hotel Madonna. It's a place where nightmares are made of. But then you immediately said, well, it's a destination, and destinations is what I want to get more into, right? And so the Hotel Chelsea was taken away from us.
Right.
Until now.
That's awesome. I appreciate you getting it out and speaking so clearly and concisely. I didn't mean for you to not read your quote. I just meant for you to stop prefacing and prefacing and prefacing. We heard 2024 like 5 times, and you started and said, and this is a quote. Hey, motherfucker, just speak. You're like, oh, fine. And then you like yelled it, which was great. You did amazing. But John, come on, bud. I'm just saying, speed up and stop telling people what you're going to tell them. Just
tell
tell them. Just tell them we have a pink champagne on ice.
Oh, well, so the lobby bar, which I've been to but did not buy anything from because it's super expensive, is an undeniably sceney hotspot. The kind of place you'll spot a woman in a fur coat step out for a cigarette in between sips of the signature martini, which is about like $30. The
John,
cafe,
it's
Chelsea.
30. Yeah. You go there and have a drink. You don't go there and get drunk. You have 2 drinks, you call it a day. Like, I just had a $60 experience. I had a $100 experience because I tipped.
Well,
God bless them. But also, I gave the bartender my number. What? Yeah, I asked if he was hiring. Said, do you have any openings? I don't drink like this normally, but I need a job. I just paid for these drinks. Thanks.
Right.
And numbers on the back.
So that's the one. The Cafe Chelsea is the more casual French American bistro, and the El Quijote is the historic restaurant.
Ay, Dios mío. That sounds like a corner toe. It sounds like a Quixote Coronado. Like, we don't do well with different. We don't do well with different. You just leave it at that.
Let's just leave it at that. So that opened in the 1930s, and I'm sorry, in straight up 1930, and it still has its long windmill mural and Spanish menu. So that's the experience that I looked at. I voyeured. I was not a part of any of that, but I went into the Chelsea. It was like, holy crap! How much is this? Holy, nope. Okay. I should probably get some food now. I'm gonna get a dollar slice. All right, cool. Been to the Chelsea, and that was my Chelsea experience. But so
John, you live a sad life, my friend. He's like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory on the outside of the window, looking in, licking the glass. Come on, bud. One of these days you're gonna find that golden ticket. You're gonna be able to get a fucking room at a Chelsea. This 10 by 12 foot is mine. This is a cell. Fair enough. It's in the Chelsea.
This is the Chelsea jail. Yeah. Chelsea. So, I'm going back to this. Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah. Sorry, you got me all flustered, my boy Pete, just so you know.
No, I know, but that's what's good for you. You just need to have, like, think of your script as not something you have to totally read through. Just have your paragraphs of, like, oh, this is this and this is this. Like, oh, we covered this. Flow with it, baby. Be like water.
I am.
You're a leaf on the wind. You're a leaf on the wind.
See how I fall.
You're doing great. We all believe in you. Come on, folks. Everybody give him spirit fingers. Spirit fingers at John. Everybody, he can feel your energy, folks. John, you can do it. Woo! No, don't tickle. Don't tickle him. Everybody put your hands down. He's ticklish.
Okay. Hey, little peek behind the curtain. I've been editing a whole lot. All right. So about these restaurants on weekends, no one can get a reservation. They are always booked up, always, except for if you go and stay at the Hotel Chelsea, they will always have last minute reservations available for guests of the hotel. And that's my biggest pitch. I'm going to end with this quote. I love this place. Its shabby elegance and the history it held so possessively. So many had written, conversed, and convulsed in these Victorian dollhouse rooms. So many skirts had swished these worn marble stairs. So many transient souls had espoused, made a mark, and succumbed here. That was Patti Smith who penned those words.
God damn, Patty. That's a lot. That's a lot. But I'm saying, what does it go for a night, Patty? You were back there in the 70s when shit was affordable. Do you know our economy right now, Patty? Anyone out there, look it up. Look it up. Look it up and see John, not you. We can, there's people out there. What is a room in the Chelsea? Let's go for a weekend, folks. Anyone out there, we're planning a weekend for two. If you were the two-sided pod, planning a weekend getaway, don't you fucking say the honeymoon suite. It's a work meeting. We need two separate rooms. We need the conference room. We need, also, if you guys can figure out a per diem, because I'm not paying for this out of my own pocket. It's neither here nor there. Look up what the price of a room is for a weekend for two people and see what you come up with. And then we're going to get a GoFundMe together and we're going to send the two-sided to Chelsea. Folks, if you like what you heard, if you can't believe what you're hearing now, if you don't know why this is an ironic thing to say, folks, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, tell your parole officer, we're starting to GoFundMe to send the two-sided to the Chelsea Hotel.
Oh, cheers to that, my boy Pete.
It's a horrible idea, John. We're doing a GoFundMe. It's for you to get that tattoo removed.
We don't talk about that. You said no behind the curtain.
I know, but I'm saying if we're using a GoFundMe, this is the time, and we can just. Sorry. Cheers.
3,
Don't show.
2, 3 to 1. Cheers, my boy Pete.
Bink, bink, bink.
Macau. Everything's normal. Diplomatico. That's so freaking tasty.
Yeah.
Have you had Diplomatico?
John, people don't look at me and think Diplomatico. They think, ooh, muy caliente. They do not
Sailor
think,
Jerry.
Ooh, que lástima. So facile domicile. Ooh. Ooh. What is the name? Where is that one from? And who did you like rob your work? Was there a fire at the hotel and you ran in and saved the liquor cabinet?
Unfortunately, all those children's and heirs perished, but we did save the really good stuff.
100%, John. And we can sell some of that booze and make $700 for 2 nights at the Chelsea. That's right, folks. We will see you at the Chelsea. Holy shit, that's great. I don't think, but you're looking at that's $350 a night. And like, all right, that's pretty cheap. So you're then very suspect about like, is this gonna be safe? I mean, am I going to get bed bugs or lice or something? Or oops, I slept in the wrong bed and I'm addicted to heroin now.
Or you took too many shots and died in your bed, Dylan Thomas style.
Don't make me get the Gideon's Bible out. I got the 10 Commandments. I'm checking them off as I see them broken. Coveting. Oh, I've got a lot of murder. I don't have.
Well, that Gideon's Bible might make your impossible mission somewhat more possible.
God damn it, John. Great callback. This segment will self-destruct in 3, 2.
That's where the transcript ends. Huh. Anyway, we got a couple of packets. These will be the last ones before we move on and press forward and sally forward.
Onward to the scene of the crash, John! To the scene of the crash!
recently I rewatched Mighty Ducks, and they were saying about the knuckle puck. Now, I hate the fact that I'm an adult now, because at the time it was sweet. It was Kean Thompson doing a knuckle puck. It was awesome. Now I'm older, I think sexually, fuck my life.
Me too, bud. Every time I can't watch Saturday Night Live anymore. Kenan Thompson comes on. I think sexually too. I think all knuckle puck all day long. Man, adulthood sucks.
Imagine a world where I just had to pay my son $100 on PayPal for that voiceover work.
Hey, most of that was real. My defense.
Oh, was it real?
I love.
What is
I love John.
You love John?
What?
Yeah, you cool with that?
You said you love Pete.
Oh,
you nah, I'm not erasing it. Which one? You
I'm
Yeah.
stuck with it.
oh, you said
Yeah.
the most. Let's get them right now.
With the cool ass beard.
The cool ass beer and glasses. That could be either one of them.
No, the cool one.
The cool one.
Yeah. The fat guy with the clean butthole.
I like Peacock too, like.
And you like Peacock too?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're working the most to get this $100 to promote
I
me.
don't care about.
All right, get back. I feel like it's bedtime. All right, it is bedtime. Goodbye.
All right. Here's the deal, John. What we're gonna do, we're gonna stand on opposite sides of the yard. We're gonna put Chainsaw in the middle, and whoever he comes to, he likes the best. Come here, boy. I have jokes in my pocket. Come on, man. I got ha-has, hoo-hoos, ho-hos. Fucking gift cards, man. I got gift cards. Shit.
Hotel Chelsea. Is it anything to do with the football team, Chelsea Football Club? Funny, I'm Man United fan, so fuck them. Yeah, I said it.
All right, that's fair enough. It's okay to be ignorant. We don't blame ignorance here. We just point it out. We shine a spotlight on it. We talk about it. Sorry. All my lungs are flaring up because I'm allergic to all this stupidity coming out of your mouth. No, sir. No. No more football here. Not welcome. It's the goddamn Super Bowl next week. We don't have time for your soccer running around a pitch. Boo. Okay. I don't feel that way at all. Like I just needed to be something negative. Sorry. I shouldn't apologize. Fuck, John. I'm going soft in my old age. This is bullshit.
And just like that, I am asleep. I thought you were talking about Old England. You're talking about New England. Fuck that.
See? Look at him go. He digged his own grave. He left a message before I responded to the first one. Oh, yeah. I love you, Muse. You're great.
Go ahead and say why you like my boy Pete the best.
Well, like he's like you, but like not a woman. So like he's like you, but like different. Cause like
Always right.
Yes,
so,
he
like
is.
he's
Right.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
Yep.
you mean between you like my boy Pete the most?
Okay, well they're about like equal levels.
There are equal levels.
Like if I had to like,
But if you had to choose
if I
one,
had to choose
if you
one,
had to,
The gun.
it'd be Pete.
I love.
But if you had to choose
See?
one over Pete and John L. Peacock and me, it'd be me.
Well,
Wow, you
Hey.
hesitated. You're a fuck.
Seabird, I'll be honest. If I had to pick between my boy Pete, John L. Peacock, and you, I would pick you. You're the best of us. You're the one we would save on the island. We would give you the supplies. We would try and eat John. I say we as the royal we. I would eat John. I would let you take the supplies and move on. Send help. John will be dead. No, don't listen to him. He's not here. He's not. Don't worry about him. He's. Shh, John, she's going for help. Shh, go. You'll be fine. Tell them one person One person is going to be alive when you come back, and I will be full of peacock meat. Tell them that. Don't, John, shh, don't, John, what is that look? Don't, John, don't. Everything's fine. She's fine. She's going to get help. You'll be fine. You're doing good. Psh. He's still here. Make good time. Send help. John, I'd like you to rub yourself down with these garlicky weeds we found. It's mainly to keep the mosquitoes away. Also, they smell delicious. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm happy. Oh, hey guys, you guys are still here. You're still alive, right? I recognize Peacock Hole, the J and the Peacock Hole, and beat myself off with a stick.
And there.
Whenever I'm realizing that I'm dumb, I realize I'm dumb. I come in here and get a fake fat taste of unhappiness.
Yes.
Whenever I smell my fish, I feel like I'm alive to be unhappy.
Yes. Yes, my good sir. There is suffering lessened when all of us are together. Why? Because all of us are a little less stupid than most. Wait, it would have to be you. Hold on. So stupid is as Peacock. Nope, that's not it. Let's rewind. If I had a hammer, okay, I have a hammer. Okay. Keep going.
The funny thing about this Super Bowl being a repeat of the previous, like not last year, the year before, because it was the beginning of this tyranny of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Don't tell me.
Basically, the fact that it's a replay of that Super Bowl, no one except for the people of Kansas City and Philadelphia I should give a fuck. Some people are actually thinking about doing things like crochet. They would rather do fucking crochet than watch the Super Bowl. Work that one out, America.
America, here's the deal. I feel you because I have the same sentiment watching the playoffs. I was just like, oh, Jesus, come on. I was watching with a buddy, and he was like, Mom, that's a three-peat. It's going to be the thing. I just can't. I need a win for me. I need some sort of a win for the people, a win for the underdog, the story that we've been told, that we have been sold for all of entertainment, Hollywood, life, everything is the underdog will prevail. Good succeeds. It's a person who is just struggling and getting there, and like it doesn't. You have to be the Messiah. Like the Lakers were the last one you kind of felt good about of a three-peat sports wise. And a lot of people didn't feel good about that. Like there's issues on a couple, but neither here nor there. I'm just saying with everything that's gone down, I just want the underdog to win somewhere, John. Right? Oof. I'm not trying to make this political. I'm not trying to make this anything. I just need you to get your hands off my choices when it comes to Super Bowl victors. What I need is the Eagles to win. Why? Because Ryan McElhenney. That's why. Because Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Because Green Man, because Abbott Elementary. John, I'm a simple man. I have simple needs and simple wants, and I don't want the Chiefs to win. Why am I going to watch? Because I'm a glutton for punishment. They've got, don't get me started. They've gotten there because the refs, they're like, I'm all about decisive wins. Decisively win. Get it. Decisive wins. But,
For the shelling out, but like
You're selling out? You mean you're selling out?
same.
Yeah, same thing.
Stuff.
Oh, wow. You think you deserve $100 for what you did today?
Yes, I do.
You promoted me, and you promoted what? What are we watching? Right, you don't even remember.
Yes, I do. It's a two-sided podcast.
that's it, John. We're going to do a Make-A-Wish for Chainsaw. We're going to show up at his school. Hey, bud. Hey, guess what? It's your special day. Your heroes are here. That's right. Your wishes come true. We're springing you from school. What? That's right. We're going to go do chores around the house. Woo! I mean, you're going to do chores. We're going to have cocktails. Sorry, bud. Life's tough.
You're not of age.
That's not it, man. Work doesn't make character. Characters make work for the rest of us.
That's unfortunately true.
I know, bud. I know this because I was going to give you notes on your technical performances, but I think you'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Once you get my email. Bink.
A cow.
Hijo.
This one was brought to you, to me, by this crystal.
Her name was Crystal Vaz. She said she distilled it from the soul of 4 orphans, and it actually is full of human adrenal gland. John, we know what brown liquor looks like.
No, it's the decanter that I'm showing off. Look at that nice little top or crystal. I'm not quite sure what whiskey is in there. I'm sure it's a whiskey because I only put whiskey in that one, but I haven't put whiskey in there in a long time. Great. So I'm not sure what it is.
That's cool.
But it was delicious.
That's awesome. You know what? You should
delicious.
You're the kind of person who would hold up your pay stub, like, hey, you know what? I just got paid on this big deal. Look at can you see these numbers? No. Well, look at this decanter and imagine how much money I make. What about these rings? Look at all these rings. What about that ring? What about these rings?
Well, the great thing is that it was a 2 for my boy Pete, as you saw.
You're the worst. You're the worst. Now we see the watch that's bullshit too. Oof. John. Oof.
We're gonna go to our what?
No,
what?
I was gonna say
we're gonna go to our lightning round.
I was gonna say if you see something, say something, folks. You know what a hard time it's been for all of us here at the Two-Sided Pod with Lightning Guy being MIA, missing in absentia. Fair enough, right? I don't think that's what I don't know. I'm just reading copy. Like, this is what you printed out for me to read. I don't make shit up.
I didn't print anything out. Wait a second.
Do you think that is this like Ouija board with John? Maybe, just maybe, if we read it in Lightning Guy voice, we can try to make sense of it, but I don't think it'll work. But
I'm not.
I can't do justice, but I'm going to try.
Missing in absentia. You may know our friend here at the Two-Sided is missing and is unappreciated.
This seems very, I'll just continue.
No, just continue, please.
Gonna be lightning round guy seems to be gone.
It changed first to third person. No, not third. Turns out I don't know my tenses.
Persons.
I don't believe we annexed you yet, John.
First is me, second is you, third is them.
I don't like those guys.
Exactly.
What? Tell me the personages in this. Hey, you and me should gang up on those guys. I don't like them.
Second, first, third, first.
Folks.
Third. Yes.
That's right. Lightning Round is now the first annual John L. Peacock gets to clarify the personages that my boy Pete yells in absentia. Absurdity. No.
Yeah, baby, let's fuck around.
Hey, I don't like what that guy seems to be saying right now, John. And go. John was the finisher.
Well, because of you saying John and not you, it'd be first, third, third.
Right? Exactly. That was a misleading one. You nailed it, John. Woo! Yeah. Now, let's just go ahead and imagine a world, if you will, where Lightning Guy is present. Lightning Guy is existing. Lightning Guy is existing for this moment. Lightning Guy says,
damn, John, Lightning Guy's super proud of you. But I don't think those guys give a shit about what we think. Let's get them.
Third, second, first, third, first.
It's like watching a master work, folks. I don't want to toot my own horn, but at this point, I would be actual Mona Lisa, and John would be the old artiste. No one remembers his name because I'm the Mona Lisa. Anyway, look at the artist work. See, John? I didn't even say Thomas Kincaid. I just let people think what the artist was.
Watch this. First, third, first, third. Then you continued with the I don't think, and first, third, first.
The great thing about this, John, is if you said, if I was just tuning in as a first-time listener, long-time caller to the Two-Sided Pod here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's right, 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean Sandwich time if you happen to be across the pond on Wednesdays, or 9 o'clock Mountain Standard if you don't believe in time zones. Neither here nor there. John, if I was a first-time listener, long-time caller, and I heard you say that, I'm like, look at this fucking idiot savant. I just stumbled across someone spilling a matchbook, and this guy happens to know all of the first, third, first. Amazing. That would also have to be given the assumption that you have a photographic memory and can remember all of the things that I am saying. more than one sentence, more than two. I know that you're just counting they, them, they, them. You don't listen to anything I say, which is pretty much how the two-sided goes. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's right. That's 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean sandwich time if you happen to be across the pond on Wednesdays, or 9 p.m. Tuesdays, Mountain Standard, if you don't fuck with time zones. Folks, I digress. I guess my point is that John, he's a false god. Got my Gideon's Bible here. If you worship him, you are fucked. I am your true God. 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, it's 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean sandwich time if you're across the pond. Wednesdays. Unless I need to figure that out, John. I need to figure out Wednesdays and Tuesdays if I'm going to throw in a Mountain Standard because they don't believe in time zones. Anyway, you're doing the Lord's work, John. We believe in you. Everybody, give John spirit figures. Woo, give him power. Woo, John, we like what you're doing. John, we like what you're doing, but we think you're gonna ruin all the fun that we used to have. Here comes Peacock.
And that is the Venn diagram of exactly what you had done first, second, and third person. All right, so for this lightning round, it's one of your...
Folks, I was wrong. There's very few times when I will admit it, but I will say I was wrong. I looked at that. If you run it back in slow motion, you will see his diagram. No, don't do it. Yeah, no, do it slow. If you'll run it back in slow motion, you'll see my face. And folks, and that is how I know it's real. Technology, it's a monster, isn't it, John? It's a real monster.
Lightning round segment is one of your favorites in mine. That's right. It is the editorial.
That was just the intro for the lightning round?
It took about 30 minutes.
I didn't win lightning round already?
No, you weren't even.
Jesus!
An alternate segment it was.
You know I get angry when I don't. I don't like. I don't understand. Look at it, folks. He should probably smoke something. Okay, go.
Now, my repeat, it is one of your favorites. I know this, and mine. The editorial dick. Let the people at home know what that is all about.
Here's the deal, folks. The editorial dick is when I say exactly what the world needs to hear. I bring truth to an imperfect world. I give real thoughts where none have been had before, or they have been had, but they have been too ashamed to be heard. Why? Because thoughts are people too. We're not sure how to frame the intro, but that's what we're going with now, folks. I'm actively not sure. No. Editorial dick. Two-sided. No facts. All opinions. How are you going to back it up? No one cares. Two-sided. My boy Pete, John L. Peacock, the editorial dick.
That's right. It's all from news headlines, only headlines, either from today or yesterday at the latest, at the earliest, at the, as long ago as this. And my boy Pete responds to these headlines.
Here's the deal. I don't remember any of this. I cannot recall any time we've ever done this segment before, and anything that was said previously on any episodes has no bearing on any opinions of the show or the parent company represented in any current or forthcoming suits?
Vicky? Huh. Anyway, first headline there, my boy Pete. Howie Mandel blindsides Bill Burr with his alleged half-brother Billy Corgan of Smashing Pumpkins.
Well, I'm saying, John, number one, what I'm looking before me is I see three bald men. I see three bald men that have come to terms with information.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So right off the bat, we have something in common. And as a registered marriage therapist and repeat offender, maybe I took my pause too long. Now, as a registered therapist and offender, I will have to say, look, sometimes you got to slow the short bus down for John. What I can say is I don't know anything about anything, but of course they're related. Or he's a son, or he's his uncle. Or if you strike one down, the other one gains his power. Yeah.
Half brother, just a half brother. Billy Corgan, and Bill Burr. Billy Corgan and Bill Burr are alleged half brothers. Corgan, Bald Ginger.
Jesus Christ, let me get my fucking joke in before you try to goddamn stomp on it. You know who's their half dad, John?
No.
I fight so hard. I fight so hard, John. Sometimes it's not even worth it.
Who's their dad?
John, just let's go. Let's run it back and just don't give me any of who they are. Just who they are. Just say the names, half brothers, and then take a pause. We'll pretend. We'll pretend like none of this ever happened. Okay? 3, 2, 1, go.
Headline is Howie Mandel blindsides Bill Burr with his alleged half-brother Billy Corgan.
No, now I want to actively weep. I wanted you to say the last thing, not read the headline. You fucking animal. Bill Burr and Billy Corgan, half brothers. Like, well, their half brother, Bill Joel, seems to not want to pay any child support or claim them. John, fuck you. Give me a lead in or shut the fuck up. No, never shut the fuck up. You scream like it. This is. I feel that at this point in the two-sided pod, this is like a cry in the night, a cry in the wilderness, where dingoes ate my baby, where smothered a baby from crying and then let the baby go because then it cried into the thing and like, yeah, I need to smother you or let you go. It's not me, it's the dingoes. John, if you were privy to the inner workings of that thought process, you would probably go goddamn insane. Aggressively, you would shit yourself for sure. 100%.
My boy Pete's second headline of this lightning round. Family Feud contestant walks off stage after his wife answer almost starts a feud in the family.
Here's the deal. Wives, am I right, guys? Oh, hey. No, I don't know. It was only a matter of time. That is why you never rule of thumb, John. Let me give you some rules. Ready? Number one,
Yeah.
never join a bowling team with someone you're married to or in a relationship with.
Okay.
You have a bad night at home. You have a bad bowling night. You don't need to bring that to the league, baby. Lanes are sacred.
Lanes are sacred.
Rule number 2. Never get involved in a money poker game with anyone who has a middle name or a first name of a city.
Okay.
Ever.
Okay.
Number 3. If you're given drugs by a stranger, say no. I'll only take half now, but I'll take half later. And don't give it back. Hold the other half. Pro tip. 4. That's not true. Don't do that. Don't do that. Not today. I mean, it's stranger by like, did you take some, John? Then yeah, give me the other half of that brownie. Pro tip 4. If Howie Mandel ever approaches you and says, do you have any brothers? Say, get the fuck away from me, Howie, and run away. You don't need that drama in your life. Not with what's going on right now. Pro tip.
All right, that's pro tips by my boy Pete. Next one, next headline, my boy Pete. Boom! America's answer to Concorde completes its first supersonic flight.
Do you have the I have things to say, but I realize you probably have a headline to go with this if I just don't fuck you off the jump. So do you have more or no? Should I just, because I have things to say, but I realize
this is still just the headlines. That's all I give you. So boom, America's answer to Concorde completes its first supersonic flight. That's it. That's all. This is still the lightning round. You do realize that, right?
No, here's the deal, John. Spirit Airline has wronged me so many times. I cannot tell you how many times I have been taking a puddle jumper from LA to Las Vegas and gotten in a fist fight at the ticket agent, at the baggage claim, on the trip, in the hotel. Well, they came in to check my bags early. It was crazy. They gave a lot of service, but it was always fist fights. Sir, would you like early check-in? Yeah, I would. We'll be at your hotel at 7 a.m. Perfect. Ding dong. What's up, motherfucker? I'm here for your bag. Don't get this. Back. John, I'm just defending myself. It wasn't me. It was Spirit Airlines. And I believe they can conquer anything they put their minds to. Maybe I'm thinking of a different thing. What? Oh, Concorde, like the transcontinental breaking the sound barrier from Heathrow to JFK in under 2 hours. Is that what you're talking about?
Right, and it's British, and so it's European, and so the Americas have United States of them Americas have done its first supersonic flight to answer Concorde, which was from what, the 90s? And Concorde's
right. And here's the deal.
At this point.
What I heard is they do not serve any tea, 0 tea. They say, this is your captain speaking, and we have thrown all the tea overboard in the goddamn harbor because this is America. Folks, we'll be in Heathrow, goddamn place of meat pies, blood sausage, and the lady of your dreams in less than 2 hours. Over. And that's weird because all the pilots know who they're flying for.
All right, my boy Pete. That finally is the end of our lightning round.
It's about time, John. Some of us have places to be. I'm an important person. People look at me with envy. They say, God damn, where's he going? I say, off to the races. Pippity squippity, hippity hop, gotta go, go, go. Wait, nope, that was what I said when Alice in Wonderland caught me in Wonderland. I was like, I'm late. Sorry, I get them all mixed up. That's when I was painting flowers for work release. Hey man, ain't this about a bitch painting flowers and shit? Mm-mm-mm.
All right, Mama Pete, we're gonna go into what?
You love a good Jabberwocky joke. I was gonna go deeper, but you know what? Doesn't matter. Lewis Carroll rolled over his grave because you didn't have time for me to stop and talk. Hey bud, let's do a shot. And we can go into your short where you set a timer and we do the same thing we've been doing every night, Pinky. Trying to meet on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean Sandwich time. If you're across the pond. When I step on your foot and I say, how are you doing? You nod your head.
Are you testing again? That's first, second, first, second, which is very different from all the other tests you just did. Huh.
Folks, you might be on the spectrum if.
Cheers, my buddy.
Cheers. I love you, bud.
I love you, brother. This one was brought.
Nope, I gotta say, you're a big dumb animal. I must hunt you in the forest. The most dangerous game. No, it's just fucking Peacock. He's sitting right there. Look at him. He's a big dumb animal.
Probably waiting.
Hey guys, I found some ants. This fucking guy.
This one is brought to me by Evan Williams bottle that actually has Old Crow in it, but it's still bourbon.
An idiot. You're an idiot. Oh, because the rest of my Evan Williams comes in bags. Oh, this is brought to my plastic baggie of Evan Williams. This is a quart size because I was feeling frisky. And this is my snack size bag. It's just because I'm an alcoholic on the go with a lot of little Ziploc baggies. And where is my dignity? Oh, that's right. I left it in the other podcast. Folks.
I repeat, you ready for the headline before I start the 5 minutes?
No, I'm so ready. 3, 2, 1. Headline.
That's where the transcript ends. No. Okay. Headline. Lifestyle influencer Rebecca Wiley Sims dead at 39 after tragic surgery complications. From E! News. Lifestyle influencer Rebecca Wiley Sims has died at the age of 39 following surgical complications, her twin sister and business partner shared in a heartbreaking post.
John, I've seen when they try to separate conjoined twins a lot of times. I'm glad her sister made it. Mm-hmm. But, only one shall pass. There could be only one colon, I believe, as they say. Is it too soon for Hobbit colon jokes?
I don't believe so, because the very next line is a twin is navigating a devastating loss. And so it makes sense because, it's a colon.
Right. It's the
separation.
Colon separation. First person, second person, juxtaposition of said colon.
Conjunction.
Junction, what's your function? Folks, we'll be here next week too. Don't be afraid to set your calendars. You're welcome for listening. Jesus Christ, John. How come my best work comes at the worst times? Tell me about the death of one twin and the suffering of the other.
Well, Rebecca Wiley Sims, who is a food and lifestyle influencer, went by the nickname Boo, died following the tragic surgery complication. And Sarah Sims Hendricks is the one who shared it. They were both obviously 39. This was last week.
It's horrible. I do declare, no, I can't, John. That's horrible because I feel like if you have a name Boo, it's going to be something bad and it's going to be something worse and the thing that I shouldn't joke about, but I feel like you're setting me up.
Well,
here's the deal, John. Let me make jokes about what I want first. These are safe. This is me. This is what I want.
All right.
When I pass away, I want my remains scattered around Disneyland, the happiest place on earth. But I do not want to be cremated. I just want all my remains scattered around pieces, however big you can smuggle them in. I could also go, if you do insist on doing the cremation, I would like to be doled out in the coffee of the entire hospital, every floor. So a little piece of me is inside of you. Before you know it, we are one. That's a joke. Or if my name was Boo, I'm thinking Crockpot. Foodie, Crockpot, farm to table, cradle to grave, sperm to worm. Heirloom tomatoes, fava beans. It's delicious, as my life was.
Chianti.
Eat of my body, suck of my balls.
Nope. Okay, so Sarah the twin.
Sorry, John. That was that. All right, we are going to report this priest. This guy should get off the stage.
In January 19th post on their joint Instagram account, which is Lady and Larder. Quote, Boo was our magic maker, our color painter, and the brightest light I have ever known. We ask for your patience and understanding as we navigate this overwhelmingly painful time.
Boo, John. Boo and Boo. I'm so sorry, Boo, for your loss. I'm so for your family. John, why you got to read obituaries? How is that a thing? How is that your short? How is that, John? Hey, bud.
Yeah.
Wow. I just realized you're a real piece of shit. I'm a big fan. I'm a super fan. Long time participant. First time realization. Wow. Hey, bud.
Uh-huh.
This is how companies get operating boards. Like, one person cannot just go off the fucking res and figure things out like this on their own. Insane. I appreciate you, but it's like talking to my mom. Every story ends with death. Hey, guess who died? Let's talk about that. Hey, guess who died? Shorts. Let's talk about that. Hey, let's talk. Maybe again. I'm going to bring this to the board, John. I hope that you don't get voted out. We'll see what the votes have in store.
My board is like a 2x4 or something. Beam. Now you did say first time realizer. We have talked about death many times on our single source short segment.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, bud. You're just going hard. I appreciate you. You're doing what you think is right. It's like sometimes, if you read of Mice and Men,
Mhm.
right? You can't be mad at Lenny. And you can't be mad at George.
Right.
Right. So sometimes, because Lenny just doesn't know. Look at him. That's I have a whole rabbit situation over here. I need you to take a look at, John. Just look off at this hutch. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it.
So let's have a shot and get into our final segment, hey?
We're not there yet. Oh, what are we gonna do, John?
Your last lightning round.
Me? Oh, this sounds like what? This sounds like what? Oh, because I'm giving the people what they want, John. Because this is what they're asking for. This is our bread and butter. Baby cakes, welcome to the party. Sometimes daddy needs to fucking talk. You shut the fuck up and sit your ass down.
You were barely outvoted by me by Chainsaw. You're barely outvoted by me by Chainsaw.
That's the thing. Chainsaw doesn't know facial. He has no spatial awareness. Chainsaw's vision is based on movement. He's like a rhinoceros, John. You can't base everything about all of us on the chainsaws of the world. He knows what he likes. Sir. He likes the two-sided pod every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. I'm like a goddamn zoo tamer. 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean with sandwich time if you're across the pond. Or if you happen to live in the Mountain Standard Time and don't believe in time zones, 9 o'clock Mountain Standard Tuesdays. John, it's not my words. Sometimes I'm just a vessel for the zookeeper up above. All hail zookeeper. Oh, shh, baby, this is what you signed up for, man. Come on, don't back away now. Come on, lean in. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bink, bink, bink.
Everybody, Al, you're welcome for listening. Diplomatico. Yeah.
No, I will not be called such, and I will not act as such. John, I'm aggressive, and I will be addressed so. Aggressivo. My boy Pito Aggressivo. Diplomatico, no go. Comprendo? Adioso.
Well,
and that. Nope. It's a good segue. We were about to build a wall between us that was never going to be broken. So it's a good thing you jumped in.
Well, and I jumped in with, speaking of walls that can never come between us, Grover Cleveland Part 2. That's right. We were just talking about him.
That's right. You know what? When it comes to people who have had two presidencies in non-succession, it comes to the two-sided to bring these kind of things to light, because when we have a bone, we will not let it go. We will not. The demise of our own listenership and our own good, we will stick to it. Tenacious, they say. Others say shenanigans and tomfoolery. I say nay. I say stick-to-itiveness. Well, I mumble it because I don't believe in it, but same thing.
When we last left Cleveland in 1880, he had become a sex scandal to win the presidency after only entering politics 3 years earlier. And now, let's jump ahead.
Hey, who wants to see Grover's dick? That was a big, he wrote a lot of letters, and it was not. And it was like he would do a close-up of his junk and then a far-away picture of his junk. And it was the creepy thing, they were all hand-drawn. So, I mean, number one, the guy was an artist. Number two, tenacious, stick-to-itive. Number three, fucking should have been a registered offender or nurse.
Well, he was a 2-time registered offender or nurse. If you consider that he failed the 1888 re-election campaign against Harrison, the grandson of former President William Henry Harrison.
Yeah, but that's a lineage thing, John. I couldn't come over and take over the comptroller's seat from the Hendricksons. It's a dynasty. They've run the comptroller seat since 32, John. It's a crazy world we live in. Back scratching, hand washing, baby caring for, civic duty, tax paying. I don't believe in it all. And that's what they want you to believe in. Oh, where were we going with this? Fair enough.
So Benjamin Harrison was the grandson of former President William Henry Harrison. But what
now
Cleveland,
those were the good old days, John. Am I right? With the old William Henry Harrison, that shit was sweet. Do you know how good we had it? I'm just gonna go ahead and say eggs didn't have a price. They were just free because they just were everywhere.
on the ground.
As was cow manure and salmonella. But John, we didn't know better, and it was a good time. John, it's a great time. A time to be beholden to. John, when's the last time you used the word beholden? And when was the last time you were beholden to something? Nope. Let me stop you there. I can answer that. Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. You, sir, are a goddamn slave. 4 a.m. Greenwich Meanwich sandwich time across the pond. You, sir, cannot stop. No, I just don't. Just let's finish the bit until you get your fucking panties in a wad. But you are an indentured servant at 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time because those fucking animals don't believe in time zones. You, sir, have no choice in what your future holds for you at these times, John. You, sir, should know well what I speak of. John, I have been here. John, the things I have seen over these last 3 years, I do say. My dearest Martha, I will say it has been a crazy 3 years with the Peacock of John, toes in a corner style. Corner toes, as we call them in the biz. My dearest Martha, when times were down, he was there. When times were good, he was strangely on vacation, and I did the show with Julie Prunes and MFA. My dearest Martha, I don't see a trend, but I know a trend when I see one. My dearest Martha, I don't believe that we have the word for trends or what the definition is yet. I think we're on the cutting edge of something brilliant. Tell my best friend Steve Webster, to keep this definition thing a secret between us and don't take too much time away from his business to spend with you. I hope I don't die in battle. And Steve Webster learns all my definitions of dictionary joke. Smoke bomb. John, and that's how
the transcript hooters out.
That's how ninja comedy works with transcription jokes. Boom. What now, bitches? I thought I told you once.
You didn't know it was going to self-destruct, but it did. Oh.
Folks, if you like self-destruction, well, you'll love the two-sided pod.
So Cleveland's that re-election campaign was focused on economic policy issues, including tariffs.
The second one,
management and unity within the party. Tariffs?
Right, 100%, a real steamer. They called it. They called it the old Cleveland steamer. His second run. Tariffs was the problem. John, tell us about the. Are you going to tell us more about the Cleveland steamer? It's not my time to talk.
It was originally called the Terror Steamer, but no, they did change it after a couple of years.
Well, luckily for that trombone guy. Rusty, I believe his name was. Wah, wah, wah. Why do you have to call the rusty trombone?
Well, the historian said the campaign was incompetently run on nearly every front.
Was he? Did he have a show on Tuesdays? 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, right? I can understand, but the thing is tenacity. If he can have the stick-to-itiveness, you could probably win a second term later on. Let's all tune in and hear what happens with the old Cleveland steamer incident. Shh, quiet. Your turn.
It was originally called the Terror Steamer at this point. So he began the race without a campaign manager, delegated most of the electoring responsibilities to his running mate, Alan Thurman, who at the age of 74 was not healthy enough to withstand the rigor of campaigning, and based the entire race around his proposal to reduce tariffs, which divided his own Democratic Party and unified the Republicans in opposition.
It'll happen. It'll happen. Alan, what was his name? Alan who?
Alan Thurman.
Alan Thurman. Oh, the old Thurman effect.
Huh?
Old Alan. We know what that is. Yep. It's like an Alan. I was gonna make a just from a name. No, we're better than this, John. We're better than making Alan jokes.
True.
I'm ashamed of myself and of you, mainly you, but also me.
Why? Because I'm related to an Alan?
No, because you watched Growing Pains, and Alan Thicke was the main character on that, or the star. And Robin Thicke did Blurred Lines, which was a very misrepresentation of the dance industry and everything stands to be heard from. John, I don't even know where to start with you at these times in life, but tell me more about Garfield's second failed. We call it the tariff steamer, as you were.
Garfield? We're talking about
that's what I said. No. Grover Cleveland.
There you go.
I knew it was like I knew it was someone who didn't exist. It was like it's either a cat or a Muppet or a steamer or
someone who got assassinated, or some guy who served the only two non-congruent terms as a president of the United States until recently.
Here's the deal, folks. I don't have a lot of time, and I can tell you the time I do have is not going to be spent listening to John. That is a promise from me to you. And what I can promise you is that I'm gonna fucking fuck right off mentally and just give you verbal thoughts, just like verbal thoughts. Like, yeah, no, there's no sieve, there's no mental. I don't know. Right now, you guys you're my therapists, John. You're just yelling facts at me, and I was like, I was never hugged as a child. Like, we're gonna go through that. Ready and go. Tell us about Uma Thurman and what her thought process was on Grover Cleveland's idea that James Garfield will one day lose his life in the same position. Not his presidency, but his life, John. And so, go.
The race was close, even so. Cleveland won the popular vote of 1888 by 48.6% to 47.9%. But Harrison claimed victory with the wide electoral college margin of 233 to 168.
I just don't know, man. That I get it. I understand. Right? Mm-hmm. Anyone who's had to go to high school, you had to learn, anyone who's going to high school in America has learned this is why the forefathers did this, and this the colonies, and this is why, because you had to give power to the states in these reasons, and because of the Civil War, and you had to give autonomy, and because of the populace, and where it's not because of the land mass, it's because of the people and of what they held at that point, and all these things, right? I get it. But we've had so many fucking amendments to the Constitution, none of them good. Okay, no,
some of them good.
Okay, 2 of them good, 2 good, 3, 4 good.
Let's say 12.
All right, all right, all of them good, but they're all pretty good. But I would have said, hey man, let's banish all these other things because we had to make amendments. Like, it's like, okay, hear me out. We're going to go deep here. Hear me out. If you work in SAP, if you have anything in programming, if you do C++, or you do if you build on a build, if you're doing a photocopy of a photocopy, it's multiplicity, John. God damn it. It's Michael Keaton.
Mm-hmm.
It's a chainsaw.
I'm going to get you a present. A chainsaw? Or a book, but something good.
Something good. Thanks, Steve. Hey, Steve. Welcome back, Steve.
It's a Peppy Steve.
Steve, Peppy Steve. Steve, Peppy Steve. Yeah, we all get it, right?
No one else gets that.
No, they all do. These motherfuckers, look it up. Look up Michael Keaton. Look up Michael Keaton, two-sided pod. John Peacock should know better. Hashtag where's lightning guy. Look up those, just don't do any spaces. The thing is, spaces, here's a little pro tip. Spaces in Google searches will ruin your chances of getting proper results. See, John? See what I did there? Doesn't matter. Shenanigans and tomfoolery. Hashtag where's my lightning guy? Not my lightning guy. Hashtag don't know.
The flyers are posted.
Fair enough, bud. Hear me out. I'm saying amendments of the Constitution. Like, hey, that was broken. Like, oh, you're like, John, you're like the little Dutch boy sticking your fingers in the dike to fill the leaks in the dam. You guys like Dutch. I'm not saying you should stick your fingers in the leaky dike all the time, but I'm saying a Dutch boy sees a problem, a Dutch boy fixes it. John, where's the little Dutch boy in you? Here's the deal. We don't need to put band-aids on solutions and build. Sometimes you need to figure out that that's silly. And like, I'm not saying I'm not saying destroy everything, but I'm saying sometimes the phoenix rises from the ashes. Okay, that's not it, John. I was once a lowly serf living in the kingdom of a great noble lord. One day, everything changed. John, here's the deal. That's the beginning intro that I'm going to give to. I don't want to tilt the hand, but we're going to have a show on Hulu this year. I'm not saying what the title is, but it's going to be RPG, character building, stupidity based, very compelling. Sorry, where were you? Grover Cleveland. Uma Thurman said no. He said yes. He started from nothing. She gave everything. It was like sliding doors. No, that was Cameron Diaz. Doesn't matter. We're too far gone now, John. Keep going.
So many historians attribute the loss of 1888 primarily to the narrow loss of two states he'd won in 1884. Benjamin Harrison's home state of Indiana. Makes sense, right? Hometown hero. And his own state of New York. So Grover Cleveland state, where he got the mayor of Buffalo and the governor of New York, and then right away got the presidency after that because, quote, where he had a long combative relationship with the state's Democratic establishment. Tammany Hall.
I mean, ooh, John, you know how we feel about Tammany Hall around here. John, we feel decidedly different. You don't like it. I'm a big fan of quid pro quo. I'm a huge believer in scratch my back, I'll scratch yours even harder in a very S&M kind of way. John, I feel like he just didn't play ball with the right people.
Mm-hmm.
Could have had oh, and now you're going to tell me about how he makes his comeback and how you stick to your guns. The right always triumphs. Is that what you're going to tell me? Ugh. Go ahead. We're all listening.
Well, okay, so the Cleveland's veto of increased benefits for Civil War veterans and the fact that Harrison served as a general in the war worked against the incumbent president. Further, Cleveland opposed increased tariffs and lost the support of manufacturers. These are things that Tammany Hall was able to use. Because it's worth noting, my boy Pete, that Cleveland's margin of victory over Harrison in the popular vote of 1888 was actually larger than his margin over James G. Blaine in his successful bid for presidency in 1884. So the Tammany Hall strikes back.
Right, Noah? I'm 100%, but it makes me, you say these things to me, John. You say the things we all know that we've all learned. Okay, here's the deal. We've all learned them, right? I'm not going to say we all know them. It's not the forefront of our knowledge, but we've all heard this. We've all, anyone who's been through middle school, high school, you heard this shit. And it's like, oh my God. And you're processing for a test. You're remembering shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because who fucking cares? I don't. And now it's like, God damn it. My history teacher was right. This is bullshit. You're going to appreciate it later. I'm not going to. I do. And it's bullshit. Like it just, the angst is more, all it does is give you more understanding of what is happening, right? We know that history repeats itself. And that is the through game. That is politically, that is stylistically, that is entertainment wise, that is like anything you can think of, John. has already been thought of.
Right.
Right. The only ability you have now is a technological advance. And that is going to be something we cannot think of, which is going to be great. I'm with it. Sign me up. I'll take the first pill. Right. I'm in. Yep. I've seen Outbreak. I'll be a little fucking monkey. I like capuchins. But at the same time, until you get there, until you have that, the pill to take, the thing to inject, the whatever, to take that next step of like, this is the clarity. You have to understand that life in general is repeating. We are a finite beings. We are finite beings. There's only so much we can do on this canvas, right? We can do it in different ways. We can figure things out however we need to, but that's all stylistic. The concepts are all there. It is specific to what we can do. We do not have any more tools in this world to do more things, right? All the good themes have been taken. They have been turned into the theme parks. Or concepts are gone. The novels have been written, right? You're looking at a different concept of how is this story told from a concept. Like, I'm going to take you this path that we all know. And now the idea that is fun, we're going to switch it to this that we all know. But the hook is fucking M. Night Shyamalan, right? You look at and then you look at literary, just, I'm looking at prose. Like, you can't do switches anymore. I can't be fooled. My mind cannot be fooled. Now I want to have beauty. I want to have Harper Lee. I want to have how's the world seen? How is where the crawdad sings? I want to see the world
Joe
in a different way. Right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Here is an idea that is giving the same concepts that we are all playing with, that we all understand, we all know exist, and they're giving them to me in a different way. And that is the only thing you can do right now. That is all you can do. That's it. Right. Artistically, that's it. Yep. Until we can do something else scientifically. And like, at that point, is that artistic? It could be, possibly in the future, right? But I don't know, John. I don't know, man. You're doing what you can, right? You're like a fucking Uma Thurman talking to Grover Cleveland, like, hey, man, this doesn't look good. Popular vote. Things need to change. It's like, well, I'm no Harrison, but I think it's going to take a little while. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oof. Mea culpa. You go.
All right. So, well, to finish this up, even though winning by a larger margin over the popular vote, he lost the Electoral College by a bit. They say he was not sympathetic to workers' rights. And so he opposed increased tariffs and lost the support of manufacturers. And historian Perry says the latter two issues caused him to lose his home state of New York, as Gore lost Tennessee in 2000. Had each man won his home state, Cleveland would have won the Electoral College vote.
I got to bring Gore into this.
I didn't.
You fucking.
You
did.
Barbara Perry did.
Oh, everybody has a Barbara Perry in their life, John. I want you to take accountability for what you're bringing to the table. Here's the deal, man. We can all say things. We can all say that. I blame the P-pop. Folks, let's rewind this. John, 3, 2, 1, clap your hands. Perfect. Folks, we can all blame someone in our lives. I blame the peacocks. This fucking guy, bro. What? Hey, man, I ask myself every Tuesday night, usually around like 12 o'clock, 11:59, like, what am I doing this? Why the fuck? And who made this mess in my house? Like, Jesus Christ. Everything's drunk around here. This is bullshit. I asked myself that. And what the answer is hauntingly from the rafters, folks. And if you don't have rafters in your house, I highly recommend picking some up.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you do, you'll have a haunting melody of John L. Peacock saying, "See you next Tuesday, mother trucker."
Cheers, my boy Pete.
Good on you, bud. Bink, bink, bink.
The cow. Sources for this episode of Two Sided have been: first segment, if these walls could talk, from the Wall Street Journal, the HotelChelsea.com.
Helsinki. I skated there once. It was a mixed doubles. Toe pick, John. Toe pick. Sorry, go ahead.
HotelChelsea.com, where the walls still talk, from Vanity Fair and Michelin.
Ooh, I read where the wild things are, and then I read the follow-up, where the wild things grow, and I said, who let the wild things out? And then I did a third children's book sponsored by Stupidity, John. Little did you know, that's what put you through college.
Great. So second segment, history and the Miller Center, and the short is E-News.
Here's the deal, John. I stopped taking E way back in college, and I don't want any news about it now. Wait, that's silly. No one's done that kind of news that freely. Not even in Arizona. Not even when Sammy the Bull ran the news desks. See what I did there, John?
I do. That's a callback to something that many people don't even know about. But my
doesn't matter
to tell your sources further anymore.
No, the thing is, I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and do what I've done right there, where I'm gonna use you, and you're gonna have to learn to take breaths, and I'm gonna interject and help you with your sources all the way through, because all of my jokes, I'm not gonna sit here and write, John. These hands don't work. Plus. There's no need to bring the whole forest to this, John. Right? Paper is finite, and I'm not trying to get a notepad, John. It happened. I'm not trying to type, so take a breath. Say your source. Take a breath. Say your source. Take a breath. Here's the deal, John. People will not know where you and I began. We're gonna be like those twins that they almost successfully separated on your short.
You know what, my boy Pete?
What?
It's amazing that you blacked out so much. You thought we went to the next segment. I was asking about your sources, but you actually interweaved your sources into my sources. That's why I was like, you wanted to say any more? You did what you said you wanted to do. You already did it,
John. Fuck you, John. Here's the deal. When David Lynch died, I got a little bit of his special power. And what I need you to know is I'm going to give you the rest of this code at the Bob's Big Boys nearest to you. Folks, don't take my word for it, but take John's gaping maw as a knowledge that this is true.
Now it's time for your favorite game and mine. My boy Pete, what's the through line?
It's about goddamn time someone asked me a question around here, John. This place started to get a little fucking dead, bud. I'll be honest. So let's do a rundown for all those fucking kids who were just tuning in. Yeah. So number one episode was
Hotel Chelsea, baby.
Hotel Chelsea. This is where you really need to dovetail, bud. Dovetail. Jump in. Act like we're on stage. Pick up what I'm putting down on my
Two. Right. Yeah. So second
burrito.
is short. The death of the influencer.
Chelsea Hotel, death of the influencer. What does that mean? Death of
with
the
the twin.
influencer.
The twin. We've talked about her several times.
Oh, are you talking about the joined twin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not conjoined. No, you said that.
Bro, I don't even know what your second segment was about then. So Chelsea Hotel.
Hotel Chelsea.
Fuck your couch. Death of a conjoined twin who was who was influenced to say fuck your couch.
Life and food.
And then
Yep.
I literally need you. If you're gonna play the game, I need you to just here's the segments. Bang, 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 bang. But don't John, don't try to lead me. I'm a goddamn mad dog. Fuck your couch, John. Don't fuck. Oh, here's your first one. Here, boy. Here. He's a good boy. He's gonna no, and now you're gonna smoke a pipe. Oh, that's gonna no, actually, that's good. It's probably gonna lower your all of your sentences, so you won't be able to tell the paramedics who hurt you.
And the final segment is Grover Cleveland Part 2. 4.
Here's the deal, John. What have the Muppets ever done to hurt you? Well, everybody I know has a horrible story about the Muppets, John. Tell me about your story. Fuck you, couch, John. Number one. Let's go through it. Hotel Chelsea, conjoined twins, Grover Cleveland.
Yep. Part 2.
I just my wish in life, if I found a lamp, a genie lamp, and I rubbed it, and you get 3 wishes. Like, I wish John L. Peacock learned better. Okay, what's your second? Nope, that's all 3 of them. Keeps on finishing move. John, what I need from you, number one, I need the last 4 of your social. I'm going to need your mother's maiden name, right?
I think you know that already, yeah.
No, I do. I need to confirm because I had her change it when that's neither here nor there. What in your recollection, because maybe she changed it. I need the street that you grew up on. No, that's from me. This is where the show ends. Like, oh, folks, if you like what you heard and you can't believe that my boy Pete is actively stealing John L. Peacock's identity here at the Two-Sided Pod, well, folks, tune in right now in the green room.
And then we'll talk about the through line. Then we'll get to the green room. My boy Pete, what's the through line?
Fucking John. Here's the deal. I actively hate you. I got it. The through line is I hate you. Nope. No. Okay. Grover Cleveland, Parker Posey, and Ethan Hawke. No. Oh no. Winona Ryder is a thief. Fucking fucking thief, number one. Number two, Haldell,
Allegedly.
Baltimore.
Allegedly, we don't get you.
I don't know, man. I got the pictures to prove it. Number two, Haldell, Baltimore was a play. I was in it. Number three, I can't believe it's not butter. So with all of those things in mind, John, the through line, my friend, he asks. My boy Pete responds knowingly. The through line is can't keep a good Grover down.
That's right, my boy Pete. Sometimes your house is a hotel you revisit on occasion.
Your house is a home. Namaste. I think they say in the biz, folks.
Before we get out of this episode, which we should, my boy Pete, is there anything from
we're
this?
just let me just say this first so I have something to retract. We're just hitting our stride, John. Okay, what were you asking?
Is there anything from this episode you'd like to take a second glance at, a second look, second thought, a second opinion? This is Pete's Retraction Corner.
Well, John, I'm glad you asked. I was a little bit foolhardy when I responded previously. I do think we could do better. John as a people. John as a sided of the two. John. What do I retract? I don't know. But if the contractions, no, I got to work that one out. Pete's retractions corner. What about Pete's contractions corner? Pete's retractions corner. I'm sorry. No, that's not. I got to figure that one out.
All right. Well, how about we introduce?
Why are you muted?
How about we introduce this right now? My boy Pete, we're going to do Pete's Retraction Corner. This is the Curbside Kids Retraction Corner edition. Pete's second glances, thoughts, looks, and opinions on this episode for the kids on the curbside.
Jesus Christ. Please, sir, can I have some more hyperbole? More hyperbole? John, I don't know. You were muted for most of your talk back, so you came in stupid and hot. Like I was stupid and hot, but I heard what I was saying, and so did the people.
And that was Pete's Retraction Corner.
Okay, so here's the retraction, John. That I fuck you, man. I retract any semblance, any possibility of giving anything to you, be it The Cure, be it my favorite album from The Cure, be it a full curated tour of everything I believe in, which is my collection of Cure albums.
What was the one you gave me? I could look it up, but I think Pictures something. The Pictures. What's the album name? Pictures.
Pictures among us, pictures between us, pictures we can't know what they do mean to us. Pictures they say, pictures they don't, pictures we will, pictures we shan't. Showed to me, shown to you. We all done seen them. How about we show them to everybody to view?
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We have our open chat show continuing for those listening live on the Stereo app or watching live on YouTube. So if you are here now, regardless of the platform, stick around. And if you are hearing this later and want to join us in the green room for after show wind downs or want to throw some topics out there, email two-sided pod at gmail.com. That's TWO sidedpod at gmail.com. Do a shot.
I don't believe in drinking anymore, John. I've been sober since 128.25
minutes ago.
Folks, if you don't like what you've heard, if you can't believe that
at this point, that's a wrap for tonight. Just let me get through it. That's a wrap for tonight. I'm John L. Peacock on Brooklyn, New York.
I'm my boy Pete, putting up with this bullshit in Southern California.
And this was our show. Look out.
Bing, bing, bing.
You can eavesdrop wherever you get your podcasts and even join us live, both on our YouTube channel, handle at Two-Sided Pod, all one word, and the Stereo app. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, as we talk about the two sides of life, the serious and the fun, here on Two-Sided. Love you, Pete.
Come on, let me show you what you're working with.
Eastern, as we talk about the two sides of life, the serious and the fun, here on Two-Sided. Love you, Pete.
Oh, yeah. Come on, let me show you what you're working with. Everybody knows when the smoking llama appears, we all know it's time for the green room.
As we talk about the two sides of life, the serious and the fun. Here on Two-Sided.
It's a rough road, you guys. I'll be honest.
Come on, let me show you what you're working with.
Everybody knows when the smoking llama appears, we all know it's time for the green room.
As we talk about the two sides of life, the serious and the fun.
It was touch and go there, you guys. It's a rough road. I don't like to play silly. I don't like to play drunk, but sometimes to make the show move faster and forward, I do. But now that we're all adults and now we're all in the green room, now we can talk. Now we can really I believe as they say in the church, fellowship. John, John likes to call it the green room. I like to call it the foyer. Shout out to the church. John, am I right? This guy gets it. Are you he runs away like a oh shit, son. Oh shit, son. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Sorry, I got my head close. I got my mind even closer because one of my favorite people out here, Dr. Dixon Mason. That's right. Deep Fried Culture is out loud tonight. I'm a big fan because he's got my parole officer on speed dial and he knows what's about. And I'm running through this. Oh, we got a couple people here. We got Matt Thurman. We got the okay. Skeet. Don't mind if yeah, okay. And it's so funny, John, to run through these, and he's not even here. I'm sorry, folks. I'm looking through the comments in the YouTube and reading through those. It's when you forget about what you were talking about and you read, and Julie Prunes has a message that says 2 nights, $700. I feel like I need to make an appointment. And I feel like that's we're selling ourselves both short because I feel like 2 nights, too short. $700, too cheap. She gets it. John, can I play messages or what? So, folks, this is what we like to call the in-between times. It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I can tell you that I'm very excited to say we are working on a with our sponsor. We have something coming up that will change the game as we know it. That's right, folks. Have you seen Squid Game? That's right. We're going to get a warehouse and oh no, that's not it. John. I'm going to play a couple messages. Like here's Muse. Oh, come on. Chiefs. The Chiefs and the Kelsey brothers. No. I don't think the Chelsea brothers make the Chiefs. That's the whole. So Jason Kelsey is I know it's the whole thing, and I realize that I'm playing these messages because if I do play the messages and John hasn't set this up to play the messages, I look like a fucking psychopath on the YouTube, and I can't trust John. Oh no, here he is. Okay, and Jesus Christ, bud. Here he is. I'll get
Hey,
a
buddy.
thing, and he's not. Hey, folks, if you can't believe. Okay, sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, your friend and mine, the man of the hour, the lady with the power, it's the peacock with the most, it's the ginger, who's the host, John L. Peacock.
Yeah, great. Now you're able to play messages.
Right.
So do that.
John, no, bud, I need you to come back, man.
Okay.
I need you. Hey, don't be a dick fucking holster. Stop it. You dipped out without saying anything, and then you are now back and you're gonna try and dip out after doing the thing. No, bud. You get to play messages. I'm gonna take a break now. So you handle messages and play them on your thing. Okay?
Oh,
good call.
Nope. 2 seconds.
Nope.
2
nope.
seconds.
Nope. Keep talking.
No, that's fine.
Yep. Welcome to the party, motherfucker.
Pete. Forgot the word green room.
That's right.
Okay. It's funny because actually I'm not able to talk during this because of the way we have it set up, but I'm going to mute myself and play these messages. Yay.
Okay, so you guys fuck around with the guy. You got him lightning guy. You guys don't give a fuck, do you?
It's John Peacock and my boy Pete, and we got a Gideon Bible. Oh, no, sir. It must be Titty Tuesday. Have you seen Bear Grylls today yet? Well, if you haven't, you still have time to partake in. I think Americans, I think we've coined this, we've invented this Titty Tuesday, and let your tax drop. Ladies, it's okay. We support you. And on Tuesday only.
The fuck?
Just wait till Wednesday comes around.
Dude.
What are you doing, bud? John, Jesus Christ. Fucking ghost. Hell yeah. Dharma ghost. Sorry that John was I apologize. On behalf of the two-sided, you know what? No, because you've been here long enough, you know what we're dealing with. You know how John works. This is some special shit. I don't know how the things are and how things can be played or done. I don't, John, can you please fucking communicate, do something, bud?
Yes, I can, Bible Pete. So if you want to plow through these
I
very
would
many,
like to do anything. Yes. So whatever I need to do, just fucking use your words and tell me what I'm doing. I'm
right?
back. So do whatever and tell me whatever.
Had you
Use your
kept
words.
yourself, had you kept yourself muted, everything would have been great.
John, Jesus Christ. Fucking tell me what.
Mute on
So
the
no,
on the Zoom.
John, I need you to know, hey bud, this is the best part of the YouTube because we're on the YouTube live. And the thing is, you had no video, I had no video. There's this thing, and you're just playing messages and not saying anything. And you're like, if you just stayed muted, everything would have been fine. So I need you to change whatever you're doing, go back to whatever it is when you go away and powder your fucking ginger ass, go back to that normal setup of however you know the world works in your special little place so I can play messages and talk and show a picture, and then you can not have this logo here, right?
Right.
Unless you have something planned. Do you have something planned?
No, I was rolling out the cuff because you were changing things up and unmuting yourself,
No,
and so it was causing a
no, no. That was on before. I came back from taking a piss after you were gone. Hey, bud, we're live on YouTube, folks. This is where a goddamn alcoholic meets a fucking idiot. Guess who is who? Will pause for comments. John, I'm going to go ahead and play messages now, and this is something that we're gonna we're gonna talk about in court when the charges are actually brought in the light of day. John,
very well done.
Right.
He hears the silence howling, catches angels as they fall, and the all-time winner has got him by the balls. Oh, he picks up Gideon's Bible, open at page 1. I thank God he stole the handle, and the train, it won't stop going, no, it won't slow down. Much like this podcast. Oh,
So you should get down to my ignorance. But when I was young, I genuinely believed that Billy Corgan was suffering from some kind of cancer. I'm not joking about cancer. I'm just joking about Billy Corgan. Because the fact is, he does look like a cancer patient. I'm really sorry. I'm actually not. But the thing is, long story short, he's not suffering from cancer because it's been, I want to say 30 years.
Billy Corgan doesn't have cancer. He doesn't have to do medicine. It's only Propecia. Causes baldness. Gay. And what do I got? Amuse makes a joke. It's a real temptation.
Come on, John. You know the rest of the words. Don't be afraid to tap a finger on your head. Let me go.
I just Googled and they started in 1988, so that'd be 37 years if memory serves me. I think 37 years, I'm not sure, I'm really bad at math. It is 5:42 in the morning, so fuck off. But long story short, Billy Corgan, either a mission or I don't know. I'm not a doctor, fuck off.
5:42 in the morning. Not a soul in sight. Used lover left another message. Looks like he's looking for a fight. Doesn't like Billy Corgan. Smashing pumpkins aren't his thing. Well, I want to tell you, I think another thing. And Smashing Pumpkins rule. And they fucking rule. Cause Billy Corgan, and he had alopecia. Gung, gung, gung. He did not know this was his. John, do you understand I'm doing Garth Brooks and Billy Corgan? Shut your mouth, John. We've only just begun the way I see it, baby. Three morning, like a rat in a cage. No, sir.
Oh, are we doing pro tips? Pro tip is so I never thought I could get drunk off of wine. What the fuck are we talking about? 11%? Like, okay.
In your app,
but
in your
I just recently, by that I mean tonight,
right?
learned that if you drink an entire box of wine,
In your butt.
you can get pretty fucking lit. You know what I mean? I'm not recommending that anybody does that.
No.
I'm just saying, like, bing, bing, bing.
No, girl, I'm 100% with you. The thing is, if you put the box wine tube into your butthole and you start butt chugging it, like no one else is going to drink any. So, like, anyone else want any wine? I'm going to butt chug this. Like, let the be classy. You know what I mean? Like, don't hog the wine for butt chugging right off the bat. Like, wait for the past hors d'oeuvres, the hot hors d'oeuvres to go around. Like, I don't know where you are. Like, if it could be a nice, if it's the West Coast, get tuna tartare. If it could be if it's East, it could be I don't know, maybe a crab rangoon, perhaps. Midwest, maybe a pig in a blanket, right? But wait till those are passed, and then say, anyone for boxed wine? My lords, my ladies, no? Well, if you don't want me, I'm going to go ahead and butt chug this. Is that what you did? I'm just asking for a friend. Just asking for a friend. We got more messages. John seems to be like my ability to read a room gone in a second.
I can't tell you how bad I wish I could be like that guy who could create the app that I want to create. I may go patent the idea though, if I can, maybe. But I want to create apathetic AI, right? Like sarcastic fucking AI. Be like, oh, Dharma. Well, I mean, if I had feelings, I'd say it's a pleasure speaking with you, but really, I mean, it's what I do best, engaging pathetic, lonely humans like you in conversation. So another lonely night, is it?
Sounds like you just found your test subject to base your AI on, because I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry, Dharma. We don't give a shit. But I'm with you. That's great. AI is going to be, it's 100%. We don't see it. It is so T1000. It is, I'm with it though. Sign me up. 100%. I'm all connected. I'm 100% like, yep, I'll be the first one to go because I am connected. Death Star, lights on 3.
Oh, cool. Look at that. Somebody fucking pretended to make it in space on the anniversary of when, Dirty Mix blew up. Guys, let me remind you that the Challenger exploded at 11:38 a.m. Today. If you're on our time, I don't know. Actually, we're 45 minutes late. Doesn't matter. I was going to do a whole talk about it because I've got some secrets about it. But either way, yeah, fuck yourself, Spirit Airlines. I hope you fucking die in a fiery crash. Get fucked.
Oh, Seabird. I'm sorry, she threw a hot topic, John. She would have come in for that. Like, I'm sorry, because Challenger, to me, we watched that. No, don't do it. You seem unimpressed. You don't care. We'll come back to it. I didn't realize that it was, but we watched that shit in school. They wheeled in fucking TVs in like second grade. We sat there and watched, oh, cool, a teacher's going to space. And you watched it blow up. Like, they wheeled it out. Okay. Well, who wants to go to recess? Like, motherfucker. And that's why you think I'm not broken? No, that's sure fine. Everything's fine.
Oh my God, I left so many laughing emojis because about the dead influencer, because Sarah doesn't have a crying emoji. You know, when you're so taken aback by grief, all you can do is laugh. That's all we can do at this point for that bitch. Is like, laugh it up, chuckle up.
Right? Fucking gets it, man. Like, if you can be weepy, you can deal with the thing is, life is not easy, man. Like, it is not good. Anyone who tells you differently is trying to sell you something, right? It is aggressively difficult. That's the way of the world, man. And you can choose how you deal with it. You can choose to pacify yourself. You can choose to deny. You can choose to, or you can choose to laugh through the pain, through the suffering, and deal. And I'm like, yep. Oh shit, the brakes are gone. No point in steering now. Might as well show up to the two-sided pod Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. Oof, 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 oof. John, my man. This guy gets it. Not often. Not now. But he gets it.
I thought my parents were the only ones. Every time you start a conversation with them, someone's died. And it's like, that's what happens when you get older. Fuck.
Right? They're all dead, man. They're all going to die. Everyone's going to die. Right? Since the day you were born, you have started to die. In one way, shape, or form, your life is finite and has been ending since day one. Toes in the corner, as John L. Peacock likes to say. John, corner toes, Peacock. The old corner toes, Adam again. L for corner toes. I don't know, man. I'm just saying, life is short. Get it when you can. Be good. Just be good, right? You're going to get to a point, everyone's going to get to a point when all of your people are dying, right? We're all going to get there. Someone goes first, someone goes second, someone goes third, then you got fourth, and you like all of a sudden you're left holding the bag, right? I'm not saying anything that's not true, John. It's going to happen. You're either going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 holding the bag, or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 if you have good fucking leadership abilities. It can make friends. Like, that's bullshit. No one does that later in life. I dare you to get a group of people to play basketball together for a full team. I dare you. Best you can do is devil's tennis. Pickleball is, I play online chess. I do the two-sided pod Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 Eastern. We're all going to die, folks. And if the two-sided pod doesn't let you know that, then we're not doing our job. John, that's a little fatalistic. We should probably cut that. Let's go back to the drawing board. But still, man, tell the people you love them. Don't wait another minute. Wake him up. Shake him like a baby who's fucking got fucking SIDS. I love you, motherfucker. Hey, John. I don't like you a lot, bud. Hey, look at me. I don't like you a lot. I love you. You're my oos. Good man. Big fan. Fuck your couch. Good man.
My guys. These are the Pete's remains. I've already, when I came to see you guys in New York, my boy Pete and I had a big discussion, and he's already signed up for the rights to some of his ashes. Some so I can snort them, and another so that I can have it put into ink in a tattoo of a massive portrait of him, which I'm going to have across my buttocks. So yeah, there you go. Imagine away.
I'm so glad you said it, because I didn't want to be the one bringing that up. I'm like, did you remember? Because I remember. And the thing is, we didn't sign any paperwork, but it was what we call a two-sided agreement, right? Where one gets a tattoo and one takes away the knowledge, the other gets the tattoo. Shut your mouth. We're going to be fine. Hey, do you want to go stay at the Chelsea Hotel? Answer me the DMs. You'll be fine.
Yo, that's what makes me love you, bro.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Random question. What's everyone's favorite film in the Back to the Future trilogy? And dare I say the best trilogy, because
Number
there's
two.
actually a beginning, a middle, and an end. Every other one is either bastardized because they just keep sucking on the tea until there's nothing left. I'm curious. Sorry. Oh, they basically just I don't know, maybe finish with like 4 or 5 or something. It's not a trilogy of 3 films. So let me know. Thanks. Oh, yeah, like I said, which one? Back to the Future. You.
Jeez, John, there's so many. This is a big tangent, John. Write this down. Write that down. And remember, we're going to replay this message. Yeah, replay this message. Can you do that? Hey, yeah, I want to keep playing messages. We're going to play this message again. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was funny as fuck. But nevertheless, I'm bouncing out. Bye.
I know you're going to come back. I know you're coming back.
John and Pete, don't be embarrassed. That's funny, but ridiculous. Just pop people up. Me and others, please. Okay, well, if y'all want to talk about old school.
I'll see.
Counts of
Victoria comes in.
How presidents were won. Can you give us any fucking understanding how Trump was elected once and twice? Please, bro.
See, I'm with you. That's John. That's all. Oh, hell yeah. Right here, bud.
Clean shirt, new shoes, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Silks and black tie, and I don't even reason why. They come running just as fast as they can, 'cause every girl's crazy about a short dress man.
Hell yeah. This guy gets it. He fucking saw the two-sided YouTube. There's John L. Peacock. You're bringing that.
Hey, little Kermit the Frog here. Who's has the worst impression of me I've ever heard in my life? You guys owe me hundreds.
Oh, this fucking guy.
And I didn't even leave a message last week, so there you are. Yeah.
No, you did. You left 2, and I didn't play them. You get your messages played. Totally different.
I'm gonna just say, shut up! Shut up, person that leaves way too long messages that are boring. Shut up!
The thing I hate the most about it when people say someone's died is, number one, I'm 38. I'm fully aware of the death process. I get it. Number 2 is, and this is what's really crazy, when was the last time I spoke to someone? Not long? Okay, so fuck it. Why the fuck? I think they might get heard. Nah, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. I'm a big boy.
No, we're gonna get to the bottom of this. You know what I mean? Like I could help you through this. I can be your Sherpa. Trust me when I say.
Okay, number 3. If someone died, I've got a time machine. I'm meant to go back. I'm meant to go to the funeral.
Nope.
What?
No.
What the fuck?
No. Nope. And that's the beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing, is you realize time is finite. So funerals are not for the person. They are specifically for the people left, right? So you look at the people left, like, is this important to them, right? Who is grieving and how are they grieving? Does it matter to me? Like, no, I'm a goddamn rock. I'm a fucking island. It does not matter to me, right? But you do things for people. Yeah. That is how you get through life. That is how people come to you, right? Because it means nothing to them, but they're coming to you to help. Yeah. And those are your people. Those are the people, right? John, when I do this, I feel very like, you fucking kids. She doesn't know how to use a Zoom. Fuck your couch. I don't believe in Zoom. I just believe in us. 2 sides every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific. When those goddamn kids stay off my lawn, 11 p.m. Eastern. Fuck your couch.
Dude, I just farted into my own hand, and I was like, oh, man. And then also at the same time, I was like, oh, man. Like, I feel like every Tuesday, I should be sitting here farting into jars and then sealing them up and then selling them to the weird people that buy farts. Because, like, that last one I just had, which was, what is it? What did I eat for dinner? Spaghetti and, and clam sauce. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Number 1, ooh, get up on this. Number 2, where have you been all my life? All my life. You can send us all your fart jars at 2-Sided Pod, P.O. Box 712, Brooklyn, New York, 00462. Fuck your couch, John. I think I'm in love. That's a joke. Sorry, I saw your hand gesture. I'm like, yeah, no, you're right. I'm infatuated by the fart jokes. You're right. It's a fleeting love that I cannot hope to contain. It is like the gas that passes through your intestine. It shall not be tamed. Sorry, John. Uno mas.
Is this a thing? Like, does it help that, like, should we have had to see the movie, or can I still guess, or does it make sense? I don't know.
Yeah, you need to.
I'm stuck on this one because can I be a non-participatory character in this part of the game?
The answer is yes.
God damn it! I'm not drinking. I have a cider. I should crack open. Bro, I don't have a can opener. Can I use somebody's teeth? Any of you badass boys want to uncap my bottle of cider with your molars? I got false teeth, so I just don't want to damage them that way. But If you got real deal, man, come hit me up in Portland, and I'll buy you one. How about that? Open my cider, I'll buy you one too. We'll kick it like pals.
Yeah, bro. I'll be honest. Wherever you are, I feel like that is a good place to be. I heard the crickets, the background. That's fucking pretty good. John Peacock is going to come back into the show, so it won't be a one-sided pod. Granted, we
Hey, brother.
Hey, pal.
That was a worldwide of packets we popped there, huh?
Hey, man. You know, sometimes you don't see the end of the road until you're halfway there. You know what I mean?
I have something that you told me to say, and I don't know which way it goes. So one way is forward and one way is backward. But I believe
that's not it. Whatever you're doing is incorrect. No, literally, it does not help when you push it closer to the screen.
There's a message for you to replay for us to talk about together.
Right. The thing is, what I need in your purview, in your life, is just a little more forethought, a little more reasoning, a little more. I'll be honest. I was really hoping you were going to do the Lord's work because I'm not sure how this. So I'm going to go ahead and. Perfect.
Right. And so that wasn't played over.
So
I have to down mute to play it again for the people at home.
Hey, bud. No, what you need to do is shut the fuck up. Right. Everybody's here. Let's all take a knee, right? Let's all take a knee. Jesus Christ, bud. You're like a fucking animal. Just let loose in the village. John, sometimes I weep for the future of what you bring to the table. But then other times, sir, pretty excited. This is one of the times I weep. Fuck, John. We've had a lot of back and forth. We've had a lot of shenanigans. Yeah. You can speak. You're on fucking your mic. Yeah.
Oh,
you're actively
very
talking.
Much. Yes,
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
actively listening to you. Where I can respond. I feel the need to. I'd like you to continue. Go on.
No, I'm gonna. But when you're muted, you might as well be fucking muted right now. But I need you to. Hey, you're part of the problem. Be part of the problem. Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
All right.
John, what muses? Cacti. Cactus, Pocahontas, doesn't matter.
Musy?
It's a plural that we cannot even begin to understand, John.
Music, baby.
John, if I say I don't think that we like the way that messages play, tell me the personages.
I think that's fourth at this point.
Well, you know what? Could be seventh. Not my problem.
Not my number, not my problem.
Hey, man. Fucking gecko. Fucking lizard. Fucking not my number, not my problem. John, here's the deal. If you've never done LSD in a closet, then you have no. That's quiet. Okay. Let's go through the Pavlov's hierarchy of needs. Right. The bell rings, number one. Right. We salivate. Number two. And this goes into both. Do we or do we not? Yeah. Hierarchy of needs. Salivation. That's number two.
Yeah.
Number one, bell.
We need to. Right. We need
right.
we
need to salivate. Folks, if you don't like psychology, you're in the wrong fucking show. Here's the deal. Then we get to agape love, right? If you salivate, John, we're not here for a long time. We're here 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. And it's those times when we drink aggressively. And I think times like those, Culver times like these, we should raise our glasses, lower expectations, and just
even lower.
No, we're almost there, bud. I don't need you to sandbag me, right? The thing is, what I need from you, my eyes, everyone who sees, like, my eyes are closed. Like, what I need from you, John, I need you to promise me that my eyes will stay open the rest of this show.
I cannot promise you that, because that's you. I can promise
John,
that I will continue to check you on your eyes, but if you choose to just close your eyes, I can't break that promise.
No. You're missing the whole point. I don't need a fucking conscience. Easy there, Jiminy Peacock. Nobody wants your fucking chipping, right? I wanted a fucking Eagle Scouts oath, truth, honest. You couldn't give it to me. We're moving forward. I don't need bat. John, eyes closed, eyes shut. I will say the same thing. This I declare. I look you dead in the eye.
Eyes shut. I will declare the same thing.
I believe it was
Scout daughter. I know. Pete will always declare the same thing. Eyes closed, eyes shut. Yes, sir.
One if by land, two if by sea. We will get him on the beaches. We'll catch him going. We'll get him coming. We'll get him going. Up in the box, down the nose. John, this son of a bitch, man. I feel. If I had my wits about me, I would play Dharma's recording of just crickets quietly in the background. Shh. Can we isolate that? Is there cricket sounds? Is there?
Oh, dude, you're talking about 3, 2, 1. That's the Beatles.
And 3. Here we go. Right. I think you're thinking the monkeys.
Can we isolate that?
John, can we isolate the monkeys? I'm gonna need a little Partridge Family on 2. Let's get more a feline. How about Josie and the Pussycats on 1? We got Josie in. Oh, only the Pussycats. This fucking guy. All right.
Birdhouse in your soul. Where is Birdhouse in your soul?
This guy gets it. He loves animals and he loves to talk. Folks, if you like what you heard, if you can't believe what you've understood, if you don't know why we're still here, folks, we'll be on next week. Tell your friends, tell your coworkers, tell your parole officer. God damn it. Just shout it out loud and proud in your AA meeting, because we ain't going to stop until we get enough. Don't stop till we get enough. John, raise your glass. Bink, bink, bink.
Carol. I had to give up my chip because of these guys. My boy Pete, you asked for my voice over and over again as you played all those things.
The thing is, I need you to stop talking. Don't belittle people who are on a journey. John, what I need from you is
what I need from you is to stop talking.
No, I need you to be aware of people's trials, tribulations, and journeys, right? Paths are not fucking straight and narrow. They are sometimes ziggity zaggity and filled with briars and shenanigans. Oh, look, there's shenanigans over there. Don't go that way. I say to the travelers, John, what is known as a Sherpa on the path of inequity. Nay, the path of unrighteousness. Nay, do not go this way.
It leads to a great and spacious building.
None shall pass.
It might be haunted. There might be things flying off the walls.
Come on, John. No one needs the Book of Mormon in their life right now. Come on, bud.
Oh, I was talking about Stafford, but anyway. And then a speaker fell towards me, and everyone around me, not saying you, but everyone around me said, "Oh, that's the ghost saying hi. Welcome to the great and spacious building." I was like, "Oh man, I was raised Mormon. This is a really weird thing for me. I dig it."
I'm not going to close my eyes. I'm not going to close my eyes. I'm going to keep them open because I deserve this. This is what my therapist says. You are better than this, and I say I am not. I need to behold the spectacle that John L. Peacock demands that we all adhere to. Like, oh, look, behold, I shall not. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of the two-sided pod, I will fear no peacock. Though my boy Pete is at my left side and John L. Peacock is at my right, none shall come nigh me. Thy ha-has, thy hoo-hoos shall be a rod and thy shield upon my back.
With the ha-has, do you ever wonder about the wah-wahs?
No, here's the deal, John. I didn't do those drugs, but one time back in 94, and I realized like I don't do wah-wahs anymore. Wah-wah.
Can you tell me which is forward and which is backwards? Top or bottom? Can you tell me which is forward and which is backwards?
Is this like a dyslexia test? Are you going to tell me that I have to like, and now if you can solve this puzzle, your spatial awareness will be, I need you to be a better person.
Top or bottom?
Better person.
Well, that's the correct answer. Bing, bing, bing. Thing turned off.
I don't think the thing was ever turned on, John. I'll be honest. I have inside information, and I was close friends with the thing. And the thing told my source, don't tell Peacock I was never turned on.
Oh, it's kind of a cuckold moment, but no, seriously. Okay, we're gonna do it one more time. Just change things slightly. Top or bottom? Which one's forward?
Left or right? Do you see?
That's
what I'm putting down?
No, it's upside down, so it doesn't help. Can you just turn it like seriously? No, don't do that. No. Go back to the back. Go back to the back.
What about? Yeah. No, I know exactly.
But I want it right side up. That's the only thing. If you
that's perfect. Dape. Yeah, no, that's how everyone. I don't know how mail comes in New York, but in California, it's like, oh, dape.
Is it top or bottom?
Is it pre-daped or is it dape on delivery? Damon, dape.
I see bottom.
I see dead top? People, John. Here's the deal. What I need from you is I need a little less talky and a little more rock and roll. Okay? John, we're an entertainment crew, right? We're like the Flying Walendas. We're like Caveat and Cabanello.
Mm-hmm.
We're like Stephen and Perry. We're like all the greatest wonders that the hits have never seen. John, what I need from you, see how we did accents there? People are like, are they Italian? We don't even know. What I needed from you, fill your part. See?
Okay, one last time. Thumbs up, it's normal. Thumbs down, it's reverse. That's it.
Right. I've never, ever.
Thumbs up or thumbs down.
Right. When we close our eyes, let's all close our eyes. This is the point we close our eyes on the two-sided pod. No, we close our eyes and we wish our wishes, dream our dreams, and don't look at John Peacock's things.
I made it. When I step on your foot, all you have to say is good evening, sir.
And I want you to know that I will never give in to tell you the things that you want to win. All the things. This is our show, but it will my way. Come. You're just
forward or backward, Mr. Johnson.
I'm gonna need an old priest and a young priest. Because the thing is, if they meet in the middle, the devil can't see them coming. So I'm not a religious man, but I do believe in making a poor innocent actress vomit pea soup. And that is a promise from me to you. If you sign up for this project, not only will you have infamy, the likes of which the devil will never know. Shout out to Georgia.
The devil went down there.
The commute's a fucking real bitch, John. I'll let you know. But
I'm gonna recharge my shot just in case.
Here's the deal, John. What I need from you is less talky, more drinky. No, I need less drinky, more. No, I need John. What I need from you is a quiet core tone.
Not muted, but quiet observer. I think that's what you need. You need not muted, so I could talk, and you expect that, but also don't talk.
Well, no, it's not me. It's in your name, Corner Toe. I just need John Corner Toe Peacock. I need you to nope, don't look around. Face the wall. Keep your toes in the corner. Not that corner. That's our corner. That's a good one too. Maybe. Oh shit. That's fucking. God damn it, folks. I don't like it any more than you, but this is the hand we are dealt. We work with what we're given. I have predilections for greatness.
Mommy's little meatballs. It's me, Mario.
It's our little secret, John. Don't say those words. Did you? Oh shit! You got our Christmas card. Perfect.
Yeah, and the letter. She didn't send out to everyone. She only sent it to me. And wow, Pete. Wow.
to whom it may concern. That was to all the legal entities. I'm sorry, I'm not enunciating entities. Ugh, what are you gonna do?
Well, the final product that I got was to which John L. Peacock on any social media handles it may concern. And apparently this person also bought up one that I had not heard of. Friends of Farmers Only.
Sorry, John. I stayed up kind of late, got a little drunk. I was like, man, that's what people need. People need friends of farmers only.
Oh, that's so true in so many ways. Like as a joke you're making, but also, yeah.
Yeah. It's like Al-Anon for farmers with fucking internet problems. Yeah.
Farmers farmers are farmhands, man. There's a couple of packets of pop.
No, fuck that. Farm hands have to do their own shit. This is for farmers only of their friends. Friends of farmers only. Fuck the farm hands. Okay.
I swear, like that address you gave to have Comfort send her jar of fart to was like, I've heard that on public television. It's like the National Endowment of the Arts or something, like, you know. The Linda T. Craig,
John S. T. Yep.
Foundation, like, do it, send it.
The John S. T. and Linda L. Peacock.
Fuck, Mary, kill. Obviously, we're gonna fuck Back to the Future 2. We're gonna marry Back to the Future 1, and we're gonna kill Back to the Future 3, and never talk about it again. Duh.
Yeah, no, 100%. As far as trilogies go, that is, I'm so glad I can rely on you, Seabird, because John L. Peacock is a fucking fart in the mist. He's like a synapse that fires. Sorry, I get lost in your goddamn blue eyes, John. Adorable. No. So Muse said the trilogy, the best trilogy. All the rest get played out. They get fucked, they get overplayed, they get overshot. That is the best one. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end. I will have to go. I will have to tell you two things. John says two things. John is one of the two of a hand. Two of the hand is worth one of the nope in the bush. Three can't play together with two. So that's a yep for this guy. Nope for Siskel and Ebert. Jesus Christ, John. I don't know if you understand how things work. Like, you're the worst at sign language. You're actively the worst. So yeah, people would say Indiana Jones, but that got played out. That got continued. The Curse of the Jade Skull, the other one, the fucking thing, all the spinoffs, all the bullshit. Yep, no, I'm with you. John doesn't know.
You need to shut the fuck up. You need to shut the fuck up right now. If you're going to mute so long, you need to shut the fuck up, because this is your show and you're fucked up. So fucking shut up. Shut up. Shut up. You unmute or shut up. Shut up or unmute or mute yourself, man. Be a little bitch and do your show. And then put it all on my boy Pete. He sucks, man. He's not pulling his weight. So come on, John, come back. It's got to be a two-sided podcast.
Yep. He does suck. He is not pulling his weight.
Not working. So shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up now.
It's about time someone listens. Someone gets it.
The clock strikes upon the hour. The sun begins to fade. That was like 50 hours ago. Enough time to figure out how to chase the blues away. I've done right up till now. I drank a box of wine. I got nothing left. I'm getting mean. It's time to say goodnight to the two-sided pod every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Fucking whatever the fuck. I don't know. Figure it out. Find it for yourselves. I'm catching farts in the jar, bitches.
Hell yeah. My girl Seabird. I appreciate that. Everyone, keeps your favorite box of wine. I prefer a nice Merlot.
Yeah, get this fucking thing open. I'm using a nail that's big enough to be like a 16th century Puritan fucking suicidal sex toy.
Nay.
I'm just not getting anywhere with it.
Though I can't.
And it's like the tasty and like temptation in this bottle is just driving me up the fucking wall.
Cannot believe.
Fucking drink it and just chug it like a badass, but I'm just not that guy, and so I'm picking it with this fucking nail, and it's not working. So that's my night. What, you hear crickets? I don't hear a fucking shit.
I heard crickets. A lot of Hester Prynne energy coming out there. Peace, buddy. Get these nuts. Peace.
Remember my question about which one do you think is the greatest trilogy in history?
Motherfucker. This guy.
Just going back to that, remember?
This fucking guy.
Another thing that I read recently.
Don't read.
Would you
Mind
go
poison.
Step Brothers, or would you go for Superbad? Which one do you rate higher? Thank you.
Ooh. Different genres, different ball games. That's the whole thing. They're beautiful in their own fucking genres. They're beautiful in their own rights, but it's a different comedy style. I would say, which do I like better? Which would be my go-to of what do I want to watch over and over? I would go with that. I would say Superbad for me, because it's just fucking oof. It's the comedy styles that I can get down on if I'm happy, sad, indifferent. It's like, yeah, I'll put this on. Like, come on, man. Fuck you, Frank. Super punch. Like, that's just so good. The idea of wearing a mustache to be a man. God damn it. It's how you know you've evolved as a human.
I thought all TV was public TV. Wasn't TV made for the public to watch? I'm gonna go on a Brian Planet.
Nope. Not around here. Not on my watch. Y'all have to pay. This shit ain't public access. Y'all have to tune in live Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. Y'all got to pay for this shit.
Delicious. I'm so glad that finally there's a point where I'm not supposed to be muted for the next 30 minutes, and I can't give you the love that I want to give you every single time. Delicious. I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for something out there for the very first time. And Pete just over that.
If you need anyone to countersign your claim, just like I feel very threatened by this action too. I love you, delicious. Like
also,
shit, he might have your number, your fucking address. Like this is, I'm scared for you.
Listen,
right?
you've been doxed.
No restraining order can stop John L. Peacock's love.
But I will say, my boy Pete, you've done that to me many times. But I know because
that's the fucking bread and butter, John.
We're in the state of New York together,
John.
I'm an
again,
officiant.
you don't say where they. You don't say where people. We're almost neighbors. I know where. We're almost neighbors, John.
Because if you want to get
I love
married,
you.
I can legally sign them marriage papers. You're probably married, but if you get divorced, you get married. If you're not married, you get married.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Them papers in New York State.
No, here's the deal. What I need from you aggressively. It's fantastic because I'm looking at this. You got delicious to leave in your fucking. I will marry you. I'm not being creepy. I will just aggressively come to your house and I will vow you up and like you, I will wear whatever robes you need from me. If you like a good hat, if you like Pope hats, I have hats from all different varieties of religions. I will do if you like theme weddings, I will wear glasses and a robe. I do all sorts of I do children's parties. I do bat mitzvahs. You are aggressively fucking stupid. John, I need you, but I need you to shut the fuck up sometimes. I know I love you, I support you, I believe in you, but sometimes like it's like Timmy the Tiger who's just locked to a cage. I like rocks. Do you like rocks? Shut the fuck up. I get to I yell. I get to yell. I yell. You shut the fuck up. John, I adore you. I respect you. I will not testify you against you in a court of law.
That not testify you in a court of law. Figure that out.
I will not marry you illegally in New York State in any way, shape, or form. You guys like love because I love love, and I will marry you. I'm legal. You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot.
I will not give my testimony to you in a court of law.
Folks, if you can't believe what you've seen, if you don't know why this still happens, well, neither do we. Raise your glass, lower the blinds. It's time for night nights.
Good night, everybody. Cheers,
Bink,
buddy.
bink, bink.
You're welcome for listening. Cow. All right. Pop that there packet. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, he just left. All right. Well, that's that. All right. Bye, everybody.